What is up, fellow collectors? The time is nigh, my dude and dudettes. Episode 16 of Hot Talk. That's right, we're here. I'm Jay Feezy, and this is Feezy's Figure. We got an epic show, epic panel. Oh man, this could be a fun one. So buckle up, folks, because I don't think you're ready. And with that being said, links, as usual, to my panelists, to their socials will be in the description after the stream, as well as timestamps. Again, after the stream, so keep a lookout for those. If you're coming in on the replay, appreciate it. First of all, thank you for coming back in, tuning in, and giving us your time, some time of your life. And with that, hopefully we're able to entertain you, inform you, and just have a good time. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, let me bring in my panel to get this started. We got returning S-Beam, Xman Supreme, Michael Elliott, and return special guest who hasn't been here in a minute, Money Mendez. Gentlemen, what is up?
Hello, hello.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right.
It's all good, baby. It's all
good.
Good.
First of all, thank you for joining me during the middle of the week on this hump day. Appreciate you again. And Eddie, I know it's a rare appearance with you. I know you're busy during the week, so man, appreciate you joining us here. And talking figures. I'm sure some of these you probably just talked about yesterday on CW Collecting Weekly. Oh, no, okay.
So I was out of town for this week, so this is first impressions. So.
Oh, shit, here we go. Yeah. First impressions, folks. Here you
go.
Yeah. Reaction video, kind of semi-reaction video here. So we'll see how that goes. All right, but yeah, all of you, as usual, you know, if you say as ever little or as much as you want. I know some of you talked about these figures already, so no worries if you just want to kind of hold out on some of these figures. But with that, let me address the chat here. Can't forget about that beautiful chat where it all started for me anyways. Money Mendez doing double duties here. Appreciate you interacting with the chat. Exo's Xman Supreme. Gio, the movie canon in the house. Evening coleccionistas. Good evening, good sir. Gio, I'll be on there, Gio's channel this Friday. So keep it locked on his channel. If you haven't already, go check out his YouTube channel. He's a friend of the channel, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you like his content, show him some love. But I'll be on there Friday night. I believe that's 7:30 p.m. Pacific, daylight savings time. Field of Burn, another friend of the channel. Robert, how you doing? Good, sir. Evening, gentlemen, he says. Hope you're doing well. Field of Burn, thank you for coming through. Jose Plus, a.k.a. Jose G. Hernandez, thank you for coming through. Good, sir. Feezy, check your DM. Oh, I'll go. Okay. Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. Thank you for joining, Jose. Jose, if you guys don't know, he has a couple. He has a one show, Maso Menace, that he does on 16Fix's channel. So be sure to check that out if you haven't already. It's a kind of Shark Tank type of situation. It's pretty fun. It's pretty entertaining. And so check that out if you haven't already on 16Fix. Also another friend of the channel. Link in my friends of the channel section. Blue Tattoo, you're my boy. Blue, one half of Blue Beam. How you doing, Blue? Thanks for joining us, everyone. He says. Let's see here. Making sure I'm not forgetting everybody. Figure in a Bubble, also doing double duties, interacting with the chat. Appreciate Mr. Bubble. Thanks for warming up the chat there. Loco Lou, the people popper himself. What is up, Lou? Thank you for coming through. If you're watching this on your lunch, appreciate you coming through and spending your lunch hour with us, man. Always much appreciated. All right, here we go. I'm sure we'll get through. Oh, one more just popped in. Valkyrie Magnus, another friend of the channel. Thank you for coming through, Valkyrie. Hey, Gio, I'm sure you've seen him. You've all seen him here a few times on my streams, my channel, Valkyrie Magnus. So hope you're doing well tonight, good sir, Mr. Magnus.
I thought he was.
Well, speaking of, speak of the devil. Speak of the Magnus. Oh, my bad. Yeah.
Spooky alert. Started the show, Feezy.
Yeah.
You didn't know. Yeah.
I did. Yeah. I thought you said you weren't gonna be able to make it, so that's why I wasn't looking out for you. Sorry. If I missed that.
Up and just got the opportunity to do
it. Yeah.
Oh shit! Wow, that's kind of talk about like one of those instant gratification type of situations there. It's like bam, ask and you shall receive. What is up, Valkyrie? Thank you for joining us, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, of course. All right, I'm sure we may get more in. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Fellas, first figure of the night. So we talked about this announcement, my previous episode of Hot Talk. And it's already released, and we saw it coming because they mentioned it in that Hot Toys Powergate, that new store they opened in China, that they're going to have some there. So we knew this was going to come pretty soon. And it has dropped. Blogger photos went up. So I won't get on this too much. I just want to provide a little more information here. So the actual price, pre-order price on the site showed $330 USD. I think I had estimated 320, 322, 321. So it was a little higher than that estimate. Set to come out Q2, Q3 of this year, which makes sense, right? Because they already have a few of them available at that store, so the rest shouldn't follow along. Just kind of similar to that previous special edition Deadpool, or the previous Deadpool, we got the clean version with baby pool, head pool, dog pool, sword pool, all the pools there.
Sausage pool.
Sawtooth pool, yeah. Nunchucks.
Yeah.
Nunchuck
No,
pool,
sausage,
yeah.
Sausage pool for breakfast.
Oh, sausage pool. Okay. Okay, sure.
So we're pulling
you
sausage,
wrap,
what?
Yeah, I know. If you want to wrap that up, Michael, go ahead.
Double rabbit.
Yeah. So yeah, this one, a couple of surprises. There's reviews out there already because, again, since it's already available. A couple of surprises that I didn't go over in the announcement that I thought was kind of interesting is that this does come with another pair of interchangeable eyes for the full mask head sculpt, right? So this one, again, has 3 head sculpts. There's half mask one, the full unmasked avocado one, and then the full masked one. So that masked one comes with another set of alternate eyes. Still not as many as the previous one, but still, based on the announcement, I didn't even know those were going to come with this. So that's pretty cool they included that. And then we were kind of confused on the Wolverine bone situation that he was using as nunchaku. Those are actually bendable, so I wasn't sure. I thought they were going to be hinges, but it was hard to tell from the photos. But they're actually going to be bendable here in the middle, so that's kind of cool that they had that bendable wire. We'll see how long those hold up, but that's cool that they added in there. So yeah, a couple of those surprises in there, but of course, again, kind of reminding everybody this comes with the Wolverine skeleton that is made out of plastic. The claws here are attached to another set of hands, so that's cool that they did that, so you don't have to worry about messing with those and them falling off. You just attach the hands, and then these Wolverine bones go over the forearms here as gauntlets. So yeah, that's a pretty convenient touch there. The hair on the Wolverine skull looks like to be plastic, so not fabric. Don't count on that. But yeah, man, this looks good. I'm still on the fence though on whether I should get this. And I know some panels here would say yes, do it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still on the fence there. But it still looks good. It still looks good overall. And a fun figure. It looks like a fun figure. But I'll go ahead and turn it over to my panelists there. Eddie, I guess I'll start with you because I don't know if you spoke on this yet. But what are your thoughts on this one?
It's sick, dude. This is the one I was waiting for, pretty much because of the Wolverine accessories. That's what I want. I want the claws, dude. It'll never. Yeah. Once I get it, it's not gonna. I'm not gonna take off the claws. That's the way I'm displaying it. Yeah. But I'm not really a battle damage guy. I'd rather the clean look. So I'm thinking of doing a trade, because even though the head sculpts and stuff are cool, I know everybody's waiting for that unmask, and the half mask is actually really cool, but I don't need them. I'll leave the Deadpool mask on the whole time, and I don't need the battle damage. So I was thinking about doing a trade for the clean version and getting the gold guns, and someone could have the unmask and the half mask. I think that's a worthy trade, but I'll do that, and I'll have the accessories. And I kind of do like the TVA backdrop, even though I wasn't a big Loki fan. That was the scene when he pops up before the whole in sync scene and everything. But yeah, it's dope, dude. I have it on pre-order. I ordered it with Underground Figs, Yep. Shout out Dave. I do everything through them now, actually. So nice. I have it on pre-order, but I'm still thinking about doing a trade if anybody's interested. I think some people have hit me up about doing a trade, but I'm gonna trade out the unmask and the half mask just because I don't need them, and I'll give it away for whoever likes the battle damage, and I'll take the clean version. But the Wolverine accessories is what I really wanted. When the movie came out, me and my brother went to watch it, and that was my favorite scene. And even it was on YouTube for a day. You guys remember? Half a day, a couple hours. It was on YouTube, the full release of the video, the day after it went up. And that was the only scene I watched like twice, the opening scene. So
Yeah.
I need those accessories. And I know there was a bunch of customs and everything, but I knew Hot Toys would release it eventually. So it's a dope release to me. This is my iconic Deadpool from that movie. So dope.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and some people were kind of saying, I forget on the reviews regarding that backdrop. Yeah, that's cool, and you can kind of use this virtually anywhere, right? Because it's TVA, and they can go through any universe, timeline, or whatever it is. But you know, in the reviews, I know it plugs. There's like a slot on the bottom of the space, and it plugs in there. And then people were saying that the light, it's baselit, right? So the light comes up, and it doesn't reach all the way to the top. And I think that's the case, right? That's how it ended up being. So like it's brighter here on the bottom than it is at the top, right?
Yeah,
like
the basic Hot Toy stuff where it's the LEDs at the bottom and doesn't go all the way through. I heard Fusion Reactors did one, so maybe I'll try to get that. I'm gonna see what it looks like in person, if it's good enough, and then I'll decide from there. But I've seen some reviews. It looks good. I think it'll be good enough for me, but we'll see, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. No, I'm sure you wouldn't have any issues trading, parting some of this or trading with others who, because I'm sure there are people who feel the same way you do about the clean version, right? That they only want certain parts of it and they want to get rid of certain things. So yeah, I'm sure you'll find somebody with all the collectors out there, with as many people that are going to get this figure.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it is definitely a fun figure, like I was saying. And yeah, again, to reiterate, you know, we talked about last week, speaking about the buying those third-party accessories, and Dave and I, our Xman Supreme, were kind of talking about that and how that set is about maybe like $190 would be the base price for the full skeleton set, the Wolverine set, from the third party, and then the head sculpt is like $45. So that already puts you at $235 for the accessories if you got those with the clean version. So, and this is again, this is like $330, right? So for about $100 more, you get another figure, a Deadpool figure. So you got options out there, as we mentioned before. But yeah, anyone else got any additional thoughts on this, the blogger photos here, or just this figure in general?
When they did the reveal of this, when they had Ryan Reynolds do the thing, they only showed the claws, right? They didn't show the rest of the bones, right? Am I remembering that correctly? Because it feels like there was a little bit of copying homework between the third-party bone set and this one, especially because of that one friggin' stabby bone. There was not a bone like that. There's not a bone like that in the human body to begin with, but there was not a bone like that in the movie, because obviously you can't shape an adamantium bone. But like, I think it's interesting that both Hot Toys and the third party guy made that exact same bone that doesn't exist. It's weird, but still, it's cool. They made an extra set of nunchuck legs for you, so that was good. They only used one of those in the movie, and the third party set only had one of those. So you're really getting more with this set.
Oh, okay.
You got with that, so that's pretty cool. And it is a little bit easier to work with because how these are all bendy with the pendants and stuff.
Yeah,
cool. The third party one is a wire, but it's all resin pieces too. So like you got to pull it apart a little bit and bend the wire around the resin pieces, which can be a little sketchy. So this is a little bit nice as far as mechanically goes. But
and then you were. Go ahead. No, I was gonna say you were also saying that it was kind of tedious to put the claws on. Like the claws aren't attached to the hands, right? At third party.
Yeah, because it is hard resin. There is a little bit of give with the little sinew bits because they're so thin, but you got to worry about breaking them too. And these hands that come with this Deadpool, they're not super bendable, so you got to really be careful about working those in there or you're going to break them. So it's nice that this one has the claws already attached, although at the same time, I'm not a fan of how the claws are detached from the rest of the bones. But what are you going to do? There's you got one way or the other, and neither way is great. So
yeah.
So it is what it is. But still, it's pretty neat. I'll probably use these claws with my other. Or no, I'll probably keep these as extras. I'll keep the other ones on my clean Deadpool, and just do it that way. And if those ever break, then I'll switch them out. But either way, it's good to have options. And the skull and bones, the skull and the spinal cord are different. In that, the design of the skull is different on this one. So you got like some, options there with that if you already got the other thing. And then this this spinal cord is bendy too, which the other one is hard resin, so it's not. So that's cool too. So they kind of you're definitely doing a lot better with this if you didn't get that. But I think there's something to be said for having both sets of bones too.
Yeah.
So that could be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I see Robert here, or Feel the Burn in the chat, saying, I'm going to be honest, my custom Wolverine skeleton set looks better than this, but still getting it. So yeah, I guess like Dave was saying, right, you know, just you got options. They each have their pros and cons. But yeah, definitely options are always good, rather than having just one set and only just working with that. But yeah, no, this is cool. This is a cool set. Anyone got anything else on this before we go on to the next one? All right, I'll take it as a no. But yeah, like I said, real quick on this one, just because we just talked about it yesterday, or the last stream. Sorry, and then I hit the wrong button. All right, next release here. We got a few releases and a few announcements. So let's see here, where we at? There it is. Okay, next up we got Ahsoka Tano from the Ahsoka show, the Disney Plus show. This is Ahsoka the White. Let's see here. All right, so 305 USD announced. Let's see, in November 2023. This one was weird because I had trouble looking for the blogger photos on this one. I don't think there ever were blogger photos from Hot Toys on this. I mean, not blogger. An official announcement post, unless I just missed it. I spent like I don't know how much time trying to look for this on Facebook, but I couldn't find one, so I don't know if it was just me or what. I thought that was kind of weird. But anyways, announced November 2023. Just kind of reiterate some of the things she comes here. So she has the head sculpt with 2 interchangeable faceplates. One of them some people call the Terrifier faceplate. And we'll take a look at that here in a few minutes. 7 hands. She has the longer Leiku with the wires compared to the previous one. And I have some, of course, you guys know how I do. I'll have the proto and the final photos, and then I'll compare it to the previous Ahsoka. And so I have those slides up to show later. The 2 pairs of lightsabers, ones that are USB and ones that are not, and then the typical lightsaber effect pieces with the static and the dynamic. So yeah, this I think I mentioned this on actually in Collector's Figure yesterday. I can't remember if we talked about this, or maybe it was on a previous stream. But I had this on pre-order, but I also have the Mandalorian Ahsoka which we're going to compare it to, and so I was kind of debating on whether I should keep this or not, just because I'm like, damn, again, space. I already got like a bunch of figures, and space is running low, and I got others on the way too, so I have to pick and choose. So yeah, I ended up canceling this one, to be honest, just because I really thought about it, and I didn't feel the need to have 2 Ahsokas, although this one does have the better head sculpt. But I was like, I'm good. I'll stick with the previous one, just because I like the robes on that one too, her outfit on that one compared to this one. But I know it's not going to be, I do have Balin, so if I do have her fighting against Balin or in some pose or some photography, I know it's not going to be technically accurate, but I mean, it's all good. It's like, whatever, it's my collection, so I'll do my thing. It'll be good for me, good enough for me. So, but yeah, there's a Terrifier face that some people were kind of not fans of. But there's one photo in here where you look at it face on. Yeah, that's not it. There's one where it's like head on.
Are you looking at the photos right now, or because we don't see them?
Ah, damn it. Okay, here we go. There you go. Thanks. Yeah, appreciate it.
I was wondering because I was like, well.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's true. That whole time, and then it could have made sense. That could have not been showing. But here, let's see. Terrifier face. Come on, where is it at? No.
Terrifier face.
Hold up. It's there's a lot of blogger photos here. Yeah, there's one where. Okay, maybe I just passed it here. I think it was this one here. So this one looks fine to me. In this angle, I should say, but you know how the people say usually with certain facial expressions, just in different angles, they don't look right. I think this is a good example, in my opinion, of where like it's fine from this angle, but other angles it doesn't look as good. So I don't know. I'll turn over to you guys. What do you guys think on this one?
I think with that screaming face and the moving eyes, you can get up to some real deviant stuff with that. So there's a market for that. I'm sure there's somebody out there that. Maybe we can do something with that or something. I don't know, but yeah, I'm probably not going to use that. This is the face. I'm going to have all the Ahsokas, and I got an idea for a display with all of them, which is going to be fun. Mm-hmm. I'm probably just going to do I have one Detolf just by itself, and I'm gonna do something like that with Ahsoka. And I'm gonna have several Wandas and several other, I'm probably gonna do like just different displays on each shelf of one character, but several different figures of that character in like a cool kind of, I don't know, postery looking setup. It might be fun. We'll see. But this is definitely, I'm glad to see this coming. I had like 9 of these figures on order when they came out, and I really had to whittle it down after the onslaught of X-Men started happening with Deadpool and Mondo and all of that. So definitely I'm playing the long game on like Balin and friggin' and Sabine Shin? And maybe Shin, I don't know. She might be different. But Chopper, for instance, a lot of people are buying that Hasbro Chopper that's just a little bit overscaled, which doesn't look bad, but for me, I can't mix them like that. I gotta have the proper Chopper. So
Gotcha. The proper Chopper.
Yeah. But it's fantastic. I'm really looking forward to this figure. This is gonna be just the best damn figure.
Yeah, I also have that another thing too. I also have the Clone Wars Ahsoka, right? So I have those 2 Ahsoka. And I think I'm just gonna I'm good with those. But I know some people, like you mentioned, Dave, are gonna have to just a whole timeline of Ahsoka's from young Padawan Ahsoka to this one here. I don't know if this will be the last one. We may see another one if she's gonna make an appearance in Mandalorian Grogu in the movie, in the film. So I mean, she's still around, right? So I'm sure we haven't seen the last of her. So there may even be another version.
The only thing is that they did the whole. There's a discrepancy with the Leku, because they were so short in the Mandalorian, and now here they're super long, and then you add in the differences between the live action figures and the Clone Wars Ahsoka that they put out, and there's so many variants, but I think it'll work. I think I'll make it work as a display. We'll see. Maybe not do this Clone Wars one and just do the Padawan Ahsoka. Who knows? But
gotcha. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone else got any thoughts on this one?
I want to close my arms.
Oh, so I'm guessing you want her to do it as well.
No. How come they don't have her? Yeah, I mean, she's still like this, like do half of the series. Why don't they have a pose of her with her arms closed? Yeah,
they would have to. I think to do that properly, you would need like a separate piece, like they did. And we'll probably see this more, but they did that with that Kamen Rider figure. Like the interchangeable swap out crossed arms look.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, this was already obviously in production when that. I mean,
that was like 75% of what you did the whole series.
Yeah. But after we got her in this form, though, that didn't happen as much. When we got to Ahsoka the White, there was a shift. There was a shift in the tone, a shift in the attitude. Yeah. She was a lot less closed off. So you got a lot less of this.
Man, when she became Ahsoka the White, she crossed her arms, but she crossed her arms less. You're right.
Yeah, it wasn't quite as prominent.
I'll give you that. I'll give you.
That was some visual storytelling for you there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like the samurai look, though. I will touch on that. Like that was like kind of like a whole theme of her, like her fighting style, her look, and the way she trained was kind of like samurai. Like, so I do like that. That was pretty cool. I do like that aspect of it.
That looks like one of those cards from a Black Series.
A trading card.
Yeah,
this one here,
like a Black Series card. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it could be. Yeah.
Card back. That's the term.
Yeah,
the card
it does.
Back. Yeah, you're right.
Didn't even
almost
catch
looks
that.
real.
Yeah.
Good pose here. I will say, like when I was looking up to see what the availability on this figure was looking at, it was still pretty readily available. So I think a lot of people maybe have the same thought where if they already had the previous Ahsoka, then they were probably good with that one. So I mean, I don't know, or just people weren't feeling this one. I don't know, but yeah. So I mean, if anything, if I do change my mind down the line, I'll probably buy it, secondary market, secondhand or something, and get it for lower than the $305 MSRP price.
Yeesh.
Or MSRP, I should say.
Wow.
But yeah, no, that base looks cool. I like this piece of the what is the name of this realm she's in? Isn't that what that's supposed to be?
I think that's from the temple at the beginning of the show.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah,
where
yeah.
She finds the star map.
The map. Right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Which they make a star map now over at Comic Sandwiches, which looks amazing, and it actually spins and does the things. I gotta get one.
Comic Sandwiches, enlighten us. What is that? I've never heard of that.
Oh, that's a joint. This dude, I forget what state he works out of, but he makes prop replicas. He makes like a bunch of like Captain America shields and hammers and other stuff. And his prices they vary. You know, like you'll spend like $600 on a Captain America shield, but they're really nicely done.
Oh, okay.
The star map, I want to say it was like $150 for the star map, which I thought was amazing. So I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, my full scale props have taken a backseat to 6-scale figures over the last couple of years.
Yeah, I bet, man. How pricey those are and how much space those take up.
Oh yeah, I have a whole armory in the other room, and they're just I don't even go in there anymore and look at them.
You don't
it's
go
behind a
in
bookshelf.
Yeah, I don't even pay attention to them. I go through the room when I'm going somewhere else, and they're there, and I'm like, yeah, cool, and then I just keep on going, and then come back in here, and Batman, you know. Yeah.
Another thing I noticed too is that this figure here has the wraps around her elbows, and so some people have mentioned they like breakages in the elbows. I haven't had that issue personally, but if it does happen, at least you have these wraps to cover that up if something does happen there. So that's a nice cover up option there. It's cool.
I hope they fixed it.
Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah, I'm hoping that wasn't. They improved that articulation here and just that material around her forearm, or I should say her elbow. Let me address the chat here. We got where did they go? We got Proffi in the house. What is up, Mario? What's up, everyone? Proffi, yeah. How you doing, my guy? Hopefully you're doing well. You're resting up. Thank you for coming through, though. New Darth Maul concept announced. Don't play with us, Proffi. Don't play with us.
I saw that.
He's not wrong.
One, didn't
Which
it?
was your
He's not wrong.
and dropped, dude.
Yeah,
What the hell?
Red.
Another
A
one.
hot toy?
It's a hot toy?
It's a hot toy. Yeah, it's on Instagram.
I actually shared it in the private chat.
Today?
Oh,
the
thanks.
hell?
Holy shit. Okay, remind me after when we get towards the end of the stream, we'll come back to that. Holy shit. Okay.
I don't know if you can see it on my screen.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's
Pants.
it's the Ralph McQuarrie, like the concept.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Oh,
That's
man. There you go.
weird.
Breaking news, folks. Boop, 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 boop. Just like last time, we got that life-size Grogu. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Here we go. All right. Yeah, remind me. Later. Yeah. Already there. I'm already hearing you, Michael. Let's see here. Proffi. Okay. I got conversation. I'm just making sure I don't miss anybody. But thanks again for the heads up, Proffi, on that. And yeah, we'll definitely take a look at that. All right. So, if no one has anything else on this, we'll go on to the next release. So going from Padawan to Master, we have the Artisan Anakin, Revenge of the Sith. It was also released. 415 USD doll hairs. Fortunately, it is already sold out. You know how Artisan does. They usually sell out fairly quickly. This was announced also in 2023, but in July, earlier in the year. Limited to 3,000. And I saw a lot of people get some conversion there, so it looks like some people were kind of haven't either changed their mind, life came up, or something happened, and people were getting conversions, which is awesome. So congrats to all those who were able to pick this up, who were on the wait list, and everyone else who grabbed it. So I'm sure a lot of you have already heard this. We talked about Eddie. I'm not sure if you have, so I'll jump to you after this. But one thing I did point out, and I heard about on the this other streams or channels, was that the hair, right? That seems to be a big point of contention, was the hair color. Oh, you know what? I just realized I forgot to. Damn. Okay, I'll have to go back. Hair color was light brown in the proto, and it's dark brown here. But I was looking at the description on Sideshow, and it does say mid-length dark brown hair implantation, which is interesting, right? So, yeah, I don't know if they you know, if they that's what they considered in the proto was dark brown, but it was lighter, or if they just used the light hair for the proto and they always intended to do dark hair in the final. I'm not sure. I don't know what the hell's going on there, but yeah, it is noticeably darker. So we'll have some photos to compare, and I just realized I forgot to compare Ahsoka, so we'll go back to that after this here.
Damn, I'm slipping, bro.
I know I am slipping. I got excited. You guys threw me off with the hot talk, hot Darth Maul hotness. Yeah. So, Eddie, I'll go ahead and pass it over to you. What are your thoughts on this Artisan Anakin? Did you get it?
I did not get it, but I didn't even try when it went up. My brother got it, and my brother told me, like, if I don't want it, I'll give it to you, and if I want to keep it, I'll keep it. And at the time, I was like, that's good enough for me, but. It looks good. I'm not gonna deny it looks good, but yeah, I've had a few. Don't judge me.
Yeah,
Please don't die.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, please
I'm not
don't
gonna
die.
deny it. It looks good, but it is soft. The first thing I thought when I saw it was it does look soft, and my brother messaged me and he's like, it looks good, and I didn't want to. He doesn't
Ruin his
stream and
dreams.
stuff, so yeah, I didn't want to damper his dreams, but he liked it a lot, and I was like, I'm not gonna front it. It looks soft to me, and the hair, it looks really. The hair is the big difference to me. It looks really. I don't know what the best way. It looks really futzed. Like they had to tamper it down to ship it, and I think that's the biggest thing that's throwing me off is the hair. I'm not saying it looks bad, and I know this is a big contention in the community right now, and I'm not saying it looks bad, but it looks different to me. It doesn't look as good. It doesn't look 100%.
Yep.
And that's not saying it looks bad. It looks different, and I don't know how else to say it, and I don't know that that's a bad thing. I don't know that.
No, it's not.
How can you tell someone that what they're seeing is wrong?
Right.
Because everybody's freaking out about this right now, and I'm just saying, like, it doesn't look the way it looked solicited, and so it still looks good, but it doesn't. Something about it is throwing me off. I'm saying, but
no, I hear you.
yeah. I didn't have it on pre-order. It's not like it's a big thing for me. Like, I didn't cancel it or anything. I wouldn't have canceled it, even if I did have it on pre-order and this is what we got. I wouldn't have canceled it. I don't think it's bad. I just think. I'm a little torn with Hot Toys and Artisan figures right now because of everything that's going on with Joker and this. Like, I'm not saying this is like Joker and everybody knows what's going on with Joker and everything, but like, I don't know that I'm willing to invest in Hot Toys Artisan with everything that's going on with them right now. So I'm just waiting, but it still looks good. I just don't know if it looks $500 good. That's my thing.
I hear you.
But
yeah.
No, that's no shade on whoever has it. So
or $1,100 good.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because some people are spending $1,000 to get this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, is it still that high?
Yeah, over Pop Collectibles.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's like $1,100.
Jeez.
Yeah. Does anyone have any thoughts on the figure in general, or should we just jump into the comparison photos?
Well, I was watching Collecting Weekly last night, and Zach was showing he showed both the proto and this side by side, and of course there is some drop off from the proto, but you look at them side by side, and it's a radical difference, not just a slight one; it's radical. Right. But if you look at them separately, you wouldn't be as critical of it. But if you look at them side by side, you're like, nah. It just doesn't. It doesn't pass the smell test. But this way, fine. I'm not the only one that sees big hands. Zach was saying last night he thought the hands were huge too. The other thing he was saying, there's a picture here, and it does kind of look like it. Almost looks like he looks a little too chubby. There's another picture where he almost looks like he might be in a fat suit. And I'm like, I kind of saw it. It was one where you showed it earlier, but if you come across it again, I'll let you know. But he made a point and said, his head kind of looks small for the body, but it could have just been, the way Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I'll go through. Yeah, it looks fine to me though. Most of the photos. Maybe it's just that one photo.
There was that
angle
one, but yeah, most of them look all right. What? No, not
yeah,
that.
I mean they look good to me.
Yeah, I forgot which one it was. It was one of these. But anyway, the hands still look huge. Like, you know, he's got to lay off. He can't keep shooting up. You know, that's what those drugs would do. They'll inflate. Okay. You know, inflate your hands, man. You gotta leave that stuff alone, bro. Other than that,
yeah, I think the hands look good to me. I don't know, but I mean, I know that's like a common criticism people have with recent Hot Toys. Their hands look big, but I mean, I don't know. They look fine to me.
Look at that. No, go. Wow.
Going back.
I'm sorry.
This one here?
No,
that looks big.
If you backed up, it looked balloon. Right? Yeah. Look at that. That looks horrible.
Yeah, that does look weird, but again, I think that's just the angle on that one.
Yeah, and maybe it's the lighting, but it doesn't look like there's any definition on them, or at least that picture. I can see wrinkles. I can see veins in one of them.
Yeah, I'm trying to find another photo. Well, there's this one too.
Oh, that looks.
I don't know. Veins, right? I don't know. You think so?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. It's something about these hands that are. Whatever.
Yeah.
But see, like once again, when you look at it away from the proto, it at least it's passable.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah. So let's just jump into it then. I guess we'll bring it up here.
Look at that.
So
that's huge.
Proto on the left, Final on the right here. Yeah, definitely difference in the hair color and like maybe the material. And I do agree. Yeah, and I do also agree with Eddie. It is soft. When I was looking at these earlier, it does look soft. But again, you know, that's usually the case, right? With Final Protos and Hot Toys, they usually get a little softer. Sometimes more so, some more so than others. But yeah, I know everyone was just going crazy.
This is radical.
Like, oh damn,
I don't care
that
what
looks
anybody
good.
says. I don't care what anybody says. That's radical.
You think that's radical? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's it's definitely soft.
Buying. Yeah, nobody's going to convince me of nothing here. That looks bad.
That looks bad. Yeah, I think I'm with Eddie. I mean, it's not
just my own opinion.
You can definitely tell, like in the bloggers we were looking at earlier, you can see who it is, but yeah, there is a difference, obviously difference here, but you know, I was going to touch on two. Well, before I do, anyone else got any thoughts on here on the Proto versus the Final, or just the figure in general?
For me, I was gonna say I still want it. I started collecting right after the this went up for pre-order, so I wasn't able to get it. But yeah, I'm just fingers crossed that the wait list might open for me on this.
Yeah, man. You got as good a chance as anybody. I mean, there's a lot of people that are dissatisfied. See, I mean, but I mean, a lot of people don't have a problem with it, but. I mean, man, there's a lot of conversions happening, so you might just luck out easily here. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happens. There's so much stuff coming out. People can't, their wallets and their purses are just exhausted.
Yep.
But now you got this other Maul coming. I mean, wow.
Yeah. Well,
it's crazy.
Seeing it like this.
If I can't get this. Oh yeah. Sorry, I was gonna say if I can't get this, I'm good with my Clone Wars Anakin.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Same. Yeah. Go ahead. Beam, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say seeing it like this, how you got it set up right here.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna agree with figure in a bubble.
You think it's radical?
It's almost night and day. Like
it's super
difference on these two photos. Like I see Hayden Christensen in the Proto, but I lose him in the Final.
Yeah, you don't see him at all in the Final.
Because in the Final, he's closer to Darth Vader.
I see him, but he's not all there.
No, he's not
for sure.
I'm gonna get my true judgment for when he comes in. When he gets here.
Yeah.
But he's not getting canceled. Gotta see it in hand first.
Right.
But these two photos definitely is like 50% loss.
Yeah. That's why I said it was radical. But I really couldn't make that comparison until Zach showed those two photos. I'm like, jeez, that's a lot.
Yeah, and it is. And to some of your points, when I usually do these protos versus finals, some of you brought up the points that obviously this is kind of zoomed in. The lighting may not be as good. Then this is up close shots, right? So when you get them in hand, they may look different. like Beam was saying, differently. So yeah, this is just to give you an idea here of like the images I see. And so, but to touch on that, I mentioned this before, and I'm sure some of you are aware, with all figures, people who make figures, they usually put a disclaimer right at the very bottom, and it's for reasons like this, right? Because there's like sometimes stuff happens either in the production or the prototype. That's what they're trying to do, right? They're trying to help sell the figure. They want to present it and how they can. So it's one person or a few people working on a figure to present, to show to people like this is what you could be getting, type of thing. And so if you go here, even Sideshow's website here, you go down to where it says additional details. And a lot of people, they tend to forget about this, but it's usually for all figures they have this down here, right? So items shown is a prototype. When shipped, the final production piece may differ in appearance, right? And that's something that a lot of companies use, not just figures, right? Even, you think about when you go to also like fast food restaurants, they have this nice, beautiful picture with garnish on a hamburger or whatever. It's all nice and plump and thick.
Right.
But when you get it, it's just like all smashed or
it
just
looked
all
like
crushed.
you went to the back and got it out of the dumpster.
Not my food.
Yeah.
Hey, yo,
Yeah. Yeah. When I think about that, I think about that scene from the movie Falling Down with Michael Douglas.
Oh yeah.
From the 80s. Yeah. And he goes to that restaurant and he orders that burger and he gets it and he's like, what's this? He's like, what the hell is this? I ordered that and I got this. And his burger's all smashed. Yeah, it's
the
funny.
breaking point,
Yeah, the breaking point. Yeah, crazy movie. Yeah, but yeah, I was gonna say real quick too. Even Inart had this on their website as well. If you go back and look at their Jokers, that said on there, item shown as a prototype. But they kind of clarified even more that final may be slightly different than the proto or something like that, or final product may be different.
But if Beam said 50%, he said that's way too much.
Yeah, and again, to what Eddie was saying, it's like everybody sees it differently. Some people may not see it. Like he was saying, his brother didn't even notice anything. He was still excited. So I mean, that's awesome.
Did he see both of the images side by side? Nobody's going to tell you.
No,
he didn't see the images side by side, but I was thinking this. It's a couple different things, right? Like, okay, so obviously I stream. We all stream.
Yep.
I feel like
we all stream for ice cream.
Yeah, we all stream for ice cream. I feel like we stream and we tend to have a little bit more critical of a view than people who don't. Because my brother, like, he'll look at something and be like, "Oh, it looks good," and it looks amazing. Yeah. And I remember thinking that too before I streamed, like. Something would look amazing, and we tend to pick things apart as streamers now. Yeah. And I'm not saying that's bad, but we just, for content's sake or whatever it is, we pick things apart, and I'm not saying, to me it looks like a downgrade. I'm not gonna lie, it looks like a downgrade, but also someone who had it on pre-order and got it in hand. Maybe it looks amazing. I seen some posts on Facebook today, and they're like, I don't care what anybody says. I got this in hand today, and it looks amazing. And I'm not going to disagree with them because, for instance, I got this Wolverine up here, that the 1970 whatever. Yeah. People said that had a downgrade, that one. And I like it. And
yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, and people said that one had a downgrade. And to me, I like that one. And I don't know that we can say like, oh, that person's wrong or this person's wrong, and if someone got it and they like it, then they like it. It all depends on what you're comfortable with when you spent your money. And to me, just being the guy, I haven't seen it in person. I'm going off of blogger photos and stuff, and it looks like a downgrade to me, but I didn't get it, and it's all hearsay. I know it's all a bunch of bullshit, and we're all streaming, and it's like, it's easy to say that, but like, that's all we can do. We can go off of our opinions and stuff, and it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah. I'm going off of my eyes. See, it's not really an opinion. I can only go off of what I see, so it's not really an opinion. It's exactly what I'm looking at. But at the same time, what Eddie's saying is exactly true too. If it's fine for you, it's fine for you. Nobody likes that nobody likes Thena, Eddie. The figure from the Eternal. I love it. I bought it, man, and I love it. Nobody likes it. I love it. So I definitely.
Those were good figures, man.
I definitely feel you.
They hated on it, but those were good figures.
I do you have Thena?
I don't have her, but
yeah, right. You didn't have a problem.
That likeness on Angelina Jolie is a good likeness.
It is. It is. Nobody. Yeah, I'm like, you guys got to see it in hand. It looks great. So, I feel you where you're coming from. The only thing that I would have to say is that I just don't. My eyes don't lie to me. So I don't make an opinion on something that I can clearly see is off.
Right. But, and that's something. Yeah, and we obviously said a lot, right? I'm sure you've all heard that, and collectors who have been in this a while, I've heard it. It's just, it's all subjective, and that just goes outside of figures as well, right? Mike and Beam, Michael and Beam think it's a radical difference. I don't think it's that huge of a difference. It is a downgrade, though. I can't.
Really?
I'm not
you can't see it. You really can't see that.
No, I don't. I wouldn't say it's radical personally. No, hold on. I wouldn't say it's radical. I'm just saying it's a downgrade, but I wouldn't put it like at 50% personally. But again, that's just me.
Where were you putting?
That's probably more like 80, I would say, in my opinion. It'd be like 80%.
Wow. Yeah.
But
I just want to point out. I just want to point out because this is killing me.
Go ahead.
My eyes don't lie to me. The man with glasses.
But guess what? Guess what? I'm still not blind. As a matter of fact, you do.
Yeah.
What's that scene from My Cousin Vinny?
Just put that side by side you had up before. That's where.
Yep.
But it is a very big difference. He's not
you
wrong.
You can put those vlogger photos and they're still good.
Yeah.
But
the other thing I see, and I don't want to be, and everybody says Debbie Downer. No, when it's a guy, we're Danny Downers, or a Daniel Downer. But even when you look at the hair, the prototype, even though it's messy and stuff, it looks more natural. It almost looks like they put hair on the final. Even that crease at the top, it just looks horrible. On the other side, it just looks. The proto looks just so much more natural, and the final looks more doll. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That hair.
There's a big difference in the hair.
That hair is.
The likeness isn't even the most egregious part of this.
Yeah. The hair.
It's the hair, right? Yeah.
No, it's the fact that the Dooku saber doesn't light up.
What doesn't?
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
What? I'm sorry. What did you say?
Yeah, pretty sure the Dooku saber doesn't light up.
So what you say? It's like photoshopped, or?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, they're always photoshopped.
Yeah, always photoshopped. Yeah.
But yeah, I just found that out today. The Dooku saber doesn't light up.
Why?
Oh damn! I didn't even pick up on that. Okay. I thought.
You
I just
mean to tell me literally the figure was designed that where the saber doesn't light up?
His saber lights up. His secondary saber doesn't light up.
That's dumb as hell.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, it just says the blue LED lighted blue lightsaber, battery operated, but it doesn't say that for Dooku's lightsaber.
Dumb.
Why?
Yeah. Wow.
That makes sense.
Yep. Right.
That's gotta be it.
Cost savings.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I mean,
yeah,
I can understand cost savings, but that's not the place you do it.
Yeah,
it comes with a motion. It comes with a motion blade, though.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep.
It doesn't light up.
And once again, they're touting premium, material. All right.
And it's battery operated? No USB?
All right.
Yeah, battery operated. Yeah, there you go.
Just
One of their early. Well, I mean, this was announced in 2023, right? I don't know. Were they doing USB?
Yeah, but look how long they had to correct it.
I don't recall, actually.
Yeah, I don't recall.
They had 2 years to correct it.
So yeah, I mean, again, I'm not one to pick out like the fine details either. I'm just kind of I was comparing the protos and the final. Like I mentioned before, I'm not really good at like saying, oh, the body proportions are off. If there's an exaggeratingly difference in the body proportions, then yeah, it's obvious. But I'm usually more accepting of certain things, I guess. So that's just me, though. I know other people aren't. They're a little more picky, kind of to what Eddie's point. But overall, again, it's just subjective. We're all, we all enjoy different things. I'm sure there's someone in this panel who likes something that no one else does, and vice versa. And same for me. I collect stuff that none of you really like either. So it's just, that's just part of it, right? It's just collecting. It's for us. The hobby and the collecting is just for us. So if those of you out there who enjoy this figure, then enjoy it. Like we've always said, don't let anyone else take that away from you. It's just, we're just sharing our thoughts and opinions. These are just our opinions, right, and what we think. But
once again, no, it's not my opinion. Once again, my eyes don't lie. I'm not going by opinion. I'm going by what I see.
You see. That's your opinion. Yeah, the guy with the glasses, like Dave said. Your opinion on how this looks to you. Yeah. But again, and also I was going to touch on, Eddie brought up another point. So the hair looking different, that's a different problem than like the Joker orange hair. That I know people kind of just throwing it all in artisan gate type of thing, or artisan issues, or artisan like problems. Again, I'm not disagreeing that this doesn't look like the prototype, but like the Joker hair and that orange, I think that's like a different problem than what this is having. So I wouldn't necessarily put them in the same category. This is more like a Hot Toys, like what would you call this? I guess I don't know if it's really a QC issue. It's just like a design difference. Right,
design flaw.
From the design flaw. Thank you. Yeah, whereas that is an actual defect, like the oranging and the Joker hair, right?
I didn't see the oranging. What are you talking about? I seen the falling out, but what's the oranging?
So
mine orange.
You want to?
The glue,
yours oranged?
Yeah, the glue turned orange on his.
Oh yeah,
shit.
Yeah. There was like 1 or 2 images of that.
Yeah,
and like
it was like a weird rust.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even know that it happened to Beam 2. They don't even know it.
Yeah. Beam happened. He has a video out there where he went over that. Go check it out on S-Beam's channel. He does go there. But what Dave, to what Xman Supreme was just mentioning, that it doesn't seem as widespread. There's I've only seen a few people who've mentioned it. There's the one famous one, the guy posts pictures of a lot of the hair missing, and then Beam obviously did his video. But other than that, it doesn't seem widespread. I haven't seen a lot of people who had that issue. And so I'm personally not worried. Yeah, it's still a possibility because it happened. So I wouldn't completely rule it out. But I know now a lot of people are like, I don't know about Artisan now. And again, it's still a possibility. But, we haven't heard any issues from the Imposter Joker, Wonder Woman. Jack Sparrow came out, and that has like some wool hair. Granted, not as much as like the Imposter Joker. And
Wonder Woman's a big one. That one I forget about. Because that was technically the first one, even though that wasn't technically Artisan.
Right.
Yeah, how did that turn out for most people? How did that turn out for most people?
Mine looks exactly like she did the day I opened the box.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh wow.
And I got her like 3 months after she was released.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I haven't done anything with the hair at all, and the hair looks exactly like it did when I put her on the shelf.
And I hear the Imposter Joker is the same way. The Imposter was good. I haven't heard any problems with the Imposter.
Yeah, same. I haven't.
Well, but the thing that also helps is that their hair is long and straight.
Well, the Imposter Joker has the same hair essentially.
It's the same, but what's the difference? Yeah, why do people have problems with the Artisan, with the Dark Knight, and not the Imposter?
Exactly, yeah. So that's why I'm thinking it's just like a small, like either small
QC,
batch problem or
just a QC issue. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
This was the thing I thought when everybody was getting the issues. I was like, well, Hot Toys has been known for having bad glue, right? Hot Toys has been known for having bad glue. The whole since I've been collecting Hot Toys, they have bad glue. It falls out. So I'm thinking if the sculpts are glued, that makes sense, but I don't know why people wouldn't have had issues with the Wonder Woman or Imposter, so I don't know if they, I don't know what's the difference, but...
Right.
That's weird.
Yeah.
And you would think after all this time they would be using a really solid, better glue. I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm not sure what's going on. And then I also had the question, like, well, because they say in the Artisan that it's implanted wool hair, and I always thought that was like... like pinned in and not glued. And then I read up on it.
That's what I don't understand either. something just weird here. I don't know.
Yeah, and so I was reading a little more up on that, and then there's two different methods that they could do. They could just do the glue, like we all have been mentioning, or they can actually put they can do the threading it in the like a scalp type of thing, and then glue that to the head. So yeah, I don't know. And again, it goes back to Hot Toys not really being descriptive or defining what artisan really means. And a lot of people are like, well, what the hell is artisan? Because like we mentioned, we have the Wonder Woman. Who else had like Beetlejuice? I think said had wool hair. Chewie has wool hair now, but it's not artisan. So there's a lot of figures coming out, and we're like, well, what the hell's artisan? And so
Beetlejuice has two sculpts.
Oh, does he? I forgot about that. And they're both wool hair.
Two full heads of hair.
Yeah, yeah. So
right.
You know, and then like a lot of people have been saying too, like, well, you know, they're not Hot Toys isn't using full quality materials. They're using leather on some of them. The Winter Soldier is going to have leather though, so that's a change there. But yeah, so I mean, as a company, I see like if they don't, the less they define right on what they need to do, they have more flexibility on what they can do. Hence the final may vary from prototype type of thing, right? So if they don't specifically say it's like something's going to be done a certain way, then they're not beholden to that, right? So I see it as a company, but then as collectors, we're like, well, what the hell does this mean?
It means that in our scared the shit out of them, and they are hustling to catch up to them. But they're
not there yet.
It's not even close.
Who was it? Somebody compared it to the DC EU trying to catch up with the MCU.
Oh.
That's a really good analogy.
Yeah,
because it wasn't near as good, but they're like, oh, we got the same thing, and you know, it's.
Very much, yeah.
I think the reason that we're not getting all the premium quality, you know, like materials and everything, for the most part, I think aside from the fact that Hot Toys has been at it for the longest, and already has all the trust, at least in certain, you know, aspects, I think a lot of it is that they're banking on people who would rather have just that slightly bit better version of a character, right? Like because they, not with Anakin, but like with just about every other figure, there's a sculpted version, and your mileage is going to vary as to whether or not you think one is better than the other. Like for me, there's no way I wasn't going to get the Artisan Wanda, because that just looks so much better in comparison to the sculpted. And then you get the benefit of, you know, not having hair keeping you from articulating your head. So there's that functionality as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, that particular character is worth the extra cost, because that's one of my favorite MCU characters. And I want that extra bit of, you know, oomph that I'm not going to get with the other one. But I think they know that, and they're banking on that.
I feel like the real question is this better than the previously released light side Anakin? Is this better?
Well, I've heard a lot of collectors saying that they are going to pass on this and wait for another dark side.
Dark side, yep.
And keep the old Anakin that they got. So, you know, I've been hearing that a lot.
Yeah. To answer your question,
part of the answer to that. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to answer Eddie's question. I personally can't comment because I don't have the light side, but I don't know if anyone else here.
Yeah.
Well, see, I think part of that answer is that how much is that going for on the aftermarket now? Is it worth it for you to buy that at aftermarket prices, or is it more worth it for you to buy this at retail if you can get it? You know,
the sculpted, Mike, the original release a couple years ago, back in like 2017.
Okay.
The original release, the sculpted and the dark side. Because when I started collecting, the dark side was still on Sideshow, and that was in 2018. So
I saw it at a local comic shop here. A dark side, along with like 3 or 4 other Hot Toys.
This one here?
No, Dark Side Anakin.
No, I mean for like the light side that Eddie was talking about. Is this it, Eddie?
Yeah,
yeah, that one, yeah.
I saw that.
Gotcha.
I feel like this one is still good.
But also, we got third-party eyes now too, so you can convert this guy.
That's true.
So for the price of whatever the dark side and light side are, now you got both in one.
I could have bought them. They had them, he was standing there in the case, or at least the box was.
Wait, how much was it?
Oh, jeez. I really couldn't remember at this time. This was like
that's on waitlist?
This was over a year ago.
Oh, yeah. You can still join the waitlist? That's weird.
Yeah, that's a crazy waitlist for back in like 2017.
It's still on waitlist.
Yeah.
And
437. They're in like 700s now.
Do you have any closer, more headshots? Do you have any headshots?
Let me see if I can get.
Because it actually don't look that bad.
No, it was a good release.
Yeah,
I can see why people. I can see why people are waiting. I mean, I don't think it doesn't look that.
Yeah, right there.
That looks good. Yeah, that looks actually good.
I could pass. I think I could wait. I think I could pass. That looks good.
Bam. That actually does.
That looks. Yeah.
It does look good.
As a matter of fact, I like that here more than I like the one on them now.
Yeah, yeah, I'd be cool with that too.
Or at least it's lighter. I mean.
I feel like people overreact when we say this still looks good. Like, your Artisan is still. I mean, like Beam said, your Artisan is selling for like $1,000 right now. So don't worry about us saying this one looks good too. Like, your Artisan is still selling for a lot.
Yeah. I mean, some things just stand the test of time. That's just how it goes.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, when you thought we already had an epic panel, we got one more joining us. Speaking of Darth going to the dark side, we got Darth Proffi in the house. What is up, my guy? Proffi.
How's everyone doing tonight? Good to see everybody here.
I haven't
Eddie here, man. Freaking
bro.
Mike, dude. God.
I haven't streamed with this guy in like how many years?
Really?
It's been a minute,
Are you
man.
kidding me?
89
I'm serious.
years.
The LWO crew has split ways.
Wow.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Let the healing begin, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Hey, man. No, happy to be here, though, man. I've been, I was recently diagnosed with bronchitis, man. So.
Oh,
shit.
Bronchitis? Why are you sucking dick, bro?
Yeah.
Oh,
Gotta make that money somehow, dude. Gotta pay the bills, Gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
Those are money
Man.
cases, dude. They ain't cheap.
Man.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, these Artisan figures ain't cheap, bro. You know.
Yeah, I hear you.
you're a whistleblower.
Hey, you're still buying every single Star Wars figure that releases, right? I heard that.
Yes. However, I am buying them in 3 3/4 again now, dude.
No, damn.
Dance.
So, yeah, man.
Oh, damn it.
Look at
Okay.
the setup. Hey, Eddie, look at his new setup.
I know, I
It's a
see
Star
that.
Wars figure to be seen.
Still waiting on that. I'm still waiting on that collection tour.
Which one?
A new one.
This one?
Yeah, this
I
one.
know. I'm actually gonna get ready to
that
shuffle
collection.
it up pretty soon. Hey, Eddie, look, I got something else right here too. Check it
I
out.
know, TMNT.
That Mezco?
What?
No, these are actually. So check this out.
Did Mario went back home, huh, Mario? He said, welcome home.
Yeah.
No, I mean, ever since I was a kid just like all y'all when TMNT came out. But then shortly after, I discovered the Mirage comics. I was like, "Holy shit! Fuck these cartoons! I love these comics, right?"
Yeah.
And then when NECA did these original ones, I mean, I completely missed out on these, so I just got the bootlegs from long ago. Recently, I guess they came out with a new set of bootlegs, and they're actually all in the original clamshell packaging. So I had to jump on that set. Let me.
I did see that.
They look good.
So check this out, man. I mean, if you wouldn't know any better, look at that. I mean, the whole damn thing. There's a set of 4 of these things.
Yeah,
they came with all the original accessories and everything. I mean, these look fantastic. Their build quality is great too, man. I mean, the joints are stiff, just like NECA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy, dude. I mean, I really love this set, man. So
hell yeah,
man. I'm
Which
not
company is that,
I'm not just
Mario?
a Star Wars guy.
Which company is that did the Turtles? Which one? Which company?
National Authority of Collecting Entertainment or something like that.
Wow,
NECA?
I've never heard of them.
You never heard of NECA?
Oh, you said. I thought that was a different company. Those turtles are NECA.
What do you think I said, Michael?
You said they were stiff like NECA, so I thought there was a different company.
No, these are bootlegs, bro.
Oh,
These are bootlegs. That's what I'm saying. They're that damn good right now where they can actually, in my opinion, they can probably
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you lucked out because a lot of times they don't turn out that way. Where you go, Ami or something?
AliExpress.
Oh yeah. I'm started there too, man. I'm digging AliExpress. I just got some accessories in. I got a coat and a suit coming that I'm gonna swap and put on my SL Customs Bruce Wayne.
Nice.
The Ben Affleck, yeah. So, yeah, I got a suit coming for him. Or I'm either going to put it on him. I want to fit him or Bowie. Because I want Bowie in a black suit instead of the one that got him in. So I'm going to fit Bowie in it first and see.
You have the So toys, Bowie?
Yes. So
because this man sips on his. Look at this guy.
Yeah, pinky up.
Where's the pinky at? Bro?
Bam.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, AliExpress could be a good if you buy from the right seller. I got a pretty good experience. Well, once there for me. But yeah, you still got to watch out. Let me address the chat. I don't want to forget about the chat. I don't want to make you guys feel like I forgot about you. Just been in this good discussion here on this Artisan Anakin.
Yeah.
But we got, let's see here. Where is he? I saw him in there in the chat. Oh, here we go. Yomo in the house. What up, Yomo? Thanks for coming through. Yo, what's up, everyone? And Mike P. Latoris. Good sir. How you doing, Mr. Latoris? Thank you for coming through. What's up, dude? He says, yeah. I know people have been engaging in the chat here on this hot topic here. Hot topic on Artisan Anakin. So appreciate you all keeping the chat active. Love to see it. L. Walker in the house. What is up, my guy? Says hello to the panel. What is up, good sir? Thank you for coming through. What's up?
Look at his Batwing, man. That fits perfectly in his profile. I love how he framed that up.
Oh, here we go for L. Walker. This is what. There we go. I heard it was a fellow driver there, so gotta represent you there. Let's see. We got. Make sure I got everybody here. Yep, Valkyrie Magnus. Appreciate you working the chat as well as Eddie, keeping them going as well, being interactive with the chat. Much appreciated to you guys for doing that. All right.
I'm antagonizing, bro.
There you go. That's right.
Yeah. Oh man, getting the reactions from people. What was it? Oh yeah. So to what Mike mentioned earlier, Michael. Like I mentioned, I'm one of the people who are gonna hopefully wait for a dark side Anakin, because like I mentioned on Blue's on Beam in Blue and Michael's this collector's figure on yesterday Mondays. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for that because so far the ideal Artisan has been the Winter Soldier, right? Because that has, like I mentioned, leather. Obviously, it's a wool hair. The base looks pretty sick. The accessory it comes with. I thought it was initially 2 sculpts, but obviously it's Artisan, so it wouldn't. And then Blue mentioned that it comes just with the mask, right? So you have different looks. So to me, that so far seems like an ideal. Obviously, if they have USB for something that needs to be lit up, then it would have USB. But so that has me thinking from there on out, you would think the Artisans to follow would kind of follow suit. And so if they do announce a Dark Side Anakin Artisan, hopefully it has those same, features, leather, USB powered lightsaber.
The eyes.
The eye. Oh yeah, of course. The eyes.
Don't get your hopes up, bro.
No. Don't get your hopes yet.
No hopes up, man.
So I'm hoping that would be sick though if they did that.
No, of course, man. I mean, that's the direction they need to go in instead of just basically look. This Artisan Anakin, man. Seriously, I don't see the difference between the original one other than the rooted hair. The sculpt seems very damn close to the original. The body, the body, the proportions, the materials, everything is the same as the previous. I just got rid of my initial one. The fin finish, right? Old school, dude.
Isn't the hair darker on the older one?
Yeah.
The hair is dark on the older one too. Yeah. We're actually. I mean, I had them both. You know, so
here's right.
Yeah. The hair is actually
dark. Also,
they look damn near identical, man. The only difference that I remember is that the cloak is actually shorter on the light side. When they did the dark side, they actually did lengthen it, and then there were there were third party cloaks for it. So I'm sure they went ahead and gave us a longer cloak for this one as well for the newer one. But still, man, there's nothing Artisan about it, man. I mean, the way that hair came out, also it doesn't. Huh?
You didn't get it,
dude. The date that it was announced that it was right before the blogger photos came out, I had gotten a conversion for it.
Oh damn!
waitlist converted for it, but I'm out of the prequels, dude. With exception of the clones, so I started selling everything off.
Oh shit!
So
Cuervo had this waitlist convert. Cuervo.
Oh, you got it. Nice. Shout out to Cuervo. Man, it's been a minute since I talked to that guy. Hopefully you're doing well.
It's been a while.
But yeah, congrats.
I just jumped on the waitlist for the previous one.
What were you saying, Mario? You said something about the artist. You said this is not Artisan.
I don't believe they're just recycling the same damn figure they had.
Yeah.
That they released back in 2017, minus the rooted hair and the rolling eyes.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. I mean, to me,
no leather.
And the hair, from what I understand now, it's actually just glued on instead of individually punched like they said previously. So all the other parts is still up leather. I mean,
that was a big CW thing. That confused me too. Like, I thought Artisan meant punched hair, and apparently it doesn't. It's just glued. I thought it meant individually punched, and it doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Which means they should be able to do it even faster, and that's going to really.
Which means they should be able to do it cheaper like they did previously. All they're doing is changing up the type of hair that they're using as far as the material is concerned.
Right.
Yeah.
From Barbie hair to wool hair, whoop-de-doo.
They did.
It's making it
softer.
It's cheapening the name. Yeah. They just need to cheapen the figure.
Yeah.
And if you like it in person,
yeah,
we're not hating. Yeah. If you like it, it is what it is. But from what we see, it's softer. You know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But still,
they did the same thing with Moon Knight, right? They reused the head sculpt and just put the hair on it. The fraud Artisan Moon Knight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But damn, that Moon Knight looks incredible.
It does.
It really
does.
Yeah,
that's
great. Yep, that's amazing.
Yep.
Looks just like that.
And I still have the only Artisan I have on pre-order right now is the Joker, the Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
I have that one on pre-order right now. That's the only one I have.
I didn't realize the figure I got here, Night of Fire.
Yeah.
She's got rooted hair. I went back and I looked at the description. Had her for months and didn't even know her hair was rooted.
The head and the drapes, huh?
I've been futzing with it when he doesn't wear the helmet.
The eyes don't lie. The eyes don't lie.
Futzing.
The carpet matches the drapes, Mike.
Ay.
I heard Denobi was trying to get that figure too, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty good at it.
Damn.
You know,
I know.
Has Inart actually specified if they're doing the same thing, if they're individually punching their hair, or because they do say it's
punched.
Rooted, but
yeah. I thought it was punched, but I might be wrong.
This hair right here is punched in, dude. There's no glue up here. Not out here.
Specialized hair implantation.
There is no glue on this figure.
And
none.
When I had the Heath Ledger Joker, I'm not gonna lie. When I would, that one had the panel. You remove the back to move the eyes. I'm not gonna lie. When I messed with that hair, little pieces of hair would come out like one strand, and it would worry me. Yeah, it would worry me, and I was like, oh, I don't want to mess with this too much.
Yeah.
So it had the same thing, but I don't know if it was as bad as the Artisan one. But
the product on mine is so clumped together, man. None of it doesn't even shed. So. But for me, the pinnacle is like if it's actually rooted as a Gandalf, man. That figure is absolutely stunning.
Oh, the Inart?
The craftsmanship for Inart that they did.
That's what everybody says.
Insane.
Everybody was blown away by that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have yet to get it in art, so we'll see. They haven't put one out that where I like.
Fake
damn,
collector,
get
bro.
That. Yeah, fake.
Fake.
Yeah, fake news.
You're not a
fake
real
collector.
Whatever that
I should cancel
the
my
only
show
Inart
now.
I have is
you're not a real collector.
Is the what? Beam?
Is Henry Cavill, and he has sculpted hair.
Oh, Superman.
Oh,
yeah.
The shit, bro. I got that right there.
That one looks sick. Yeah, that one looked good. But yeah, I know we talked a lot about this one. Anyone else got anything to add before? I just realized I'm gonna go back to those Ahsoka photos that I mentioned earlier. But before I do, anyone got anything else you want to say on this one?
The USB needs to be. We all say that shit, but they needed to get on the fusion reactor level for the Artisan.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely USB. This was, I want to say, just because this came out about almost 2 years ago, that they didn't incorporate that for whatever reason.
This was the second Artisan announced, right?
Yes. I think this was the first.
Yeah.
I think this was the
Joker, then Artisan, then Anakin.
Was it?
Yeah,
I thought
I think
okay.
was
It was the other way around.
And don't you
that's what I
love how
remember too,
they announced Powergate and they're like, Powergate coming soon, and everyone's like, maybe that's something to do with their USB or with their lightsabers. And then it's like, oh great, thanks. It's another fucking story to go to. Wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Speaking of
good
which,
on ya.
well, why isn't the Dooku saber USB lit?
Yeah,
why
I
did
don't know.
they
That's
choose-
what Aiden
why
just
did
told
they-
us that.
Oh,
It's still one of those. Wait, did they announce a new Dooku, right?
Oh yeah.
No.
Not
Did
yet,
they?
No.
No?
Shh,
That
we're
was
not
a
supposed to
tease.
talk about that, Eddie.
Oh,
I would
shit.
want it.
yeah, instant pre-order.
Yeah.
That was
Show.
a tease.
Yeah. Same. It was
It
a
was
tease, yeah.
tease.
I think that's
yeah.
one of the ones they haven't released yet for that Dark Side event. That one and Fourth Sister, I think. And that one brother with the hammerhead.
Obi-Wan.
What's his-
Yeah, 19.
That guy was a fucking
Oh,
19 Bronco.
they were all a joke. They were
That
all a
was-
joke.
that was some bullshit,
Obi-Wan?
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Screw that whatever number brother that guy is.
You know,
19th cousin or something.
you know what's funny?
Keith Cousins.
You know what's funny is
What did I
Dave agrees on the Star Wars shit, but then he'll go in on fucking Wong and fucking the twerking and all that. He's like, I love it. But then on the
wrong
Star
with
Wars
Wong?
shit, he'll be like, yeah, fuck that. But then on
Yeah,
the
'cause-
Marvel shit, he'd be like, oh, that was great. That was great.
Yeah.
Because when you look at that dude in Rebels, he is intimidating as fuck. That guy is a giant dude.
Yes.
He looks like a
The
shark.
Rebels,
Inquisitor.
He looks
Yes.
like if
Yeah.
Man Shark were in Star Wars,
You're not
right?
wrong. You're
And he
not
had a
wrong.
hammer. And then they give us
You're
this
not
weak little motherfucker. What the hell is this? I was
Yep,
so
you're
mad
not
at
wrong.
that. I was so mad
You're
at
not
that. And then
Yeah, they didn't do
I
it.
need
praised
the same
Grand
energy
Inquisitor's
from
head.
Marvel, Dave. I need the same energy from Marvel, bro.
See, here's the difference.
No
Is that
Wongers. No Wongers, bro.
No longer.
You, don't hate on Wong.
It's just
Wong is the Wong is
No
the man who know it.
Madison. No Madison.
Madison
bro.
is awesome. All right. Hey, look. I bet you couldn't go and get out of whatever hell level she was in with the goat and the blood and all that.
Just give me a couple more drinks. I'll get out of here.
He is good, yeah.
Just
When
breathe
did you
on
and
him.
Eddie start getting into it? I didn't know you and Eddie were getting into it. Scrap.
No,
When-
me and
when
Dave
this
have been
started
going
out?
back and forth on the twerking She-Hulk for a long time now.
Really?
Since the ends
Started.
of times right now.
Hey, girls just want to have fun.
Tale as old as time. Tale as old as time.
All right.
All right, so going back here to the real quick to the Ahsoka comparisons, sticking with the whole proto versus the final here. So there's the again, I know we've all said this. Ahsoka came
She's
out
good.
great. I think this looks good. Yeah, this looks good.
She's good.
But again, I decided I'm good with the Ahsoka I have, even though this sculpt does look great. But again, maybe down
We're selling yours
what do
for
you
My
mean it
little
doesn't-
pumpkin.
It doesn't look great. That's your opinion, Feezy.
okay, because Anakin and Ahsoka are the same, Michael. Yeah,
Hey, Feezy,
yeah.
you've actually almost convinced me to get this that figure.
The original?
Wait, which one?
Oh no,
The
the
DX12?
one here, the Ahsoka, the new one.
That's
Keep
a
working on.
DX12,
Keep
right?
working on.
This is a
keep
beautiful
working on
figure.
Oh, the
Keep
new
working
one.
Yep. Because
This one
I
here.
only had the
Excited about it.
Clone Wars one, and I was thinking, well, and I have Beal and Skull, so I'm like, that won't quite work if I have them battle each other. So I need this.
We gotta work on Valkyrie. We gotta work
Gotcha.
on you.
We got to.
Yeah.
So speaking of
Enabling
the
you,
previous
not-
one here, the
Dang.
previous Ahsoka sculpt DX 2021 from the Mandalorian, and this is the TMS 118.
It's almost
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
it's almost like Taiwan and this, bro.
Yeah.
yeah. This one,
Huge
there's definitely a difference here. Yeah, I would say this is like a night and day difference here for sure.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I think it's the eyebrows on the Mandalorian one though, like the eyebrow structure. Something seems like off about it,
Yeah,
and I don't know, maybe size. I'm not sure, but
The nose is very different. The jawline is very different.
yeah, I noticed that too. Yeah,
Looks
the nose.
like
Yeah.
a dude. Watch
But
out.
then the Leku and the Montrals too, though, like they're all faded and they're
dude,
a lot
Mike,
shorter.
you know,
that 2021 looks a
Mario knows a thing or two about those
Like
Asian.
Watch
Mario
out
knows a thing
there.
or two about those.
Yeah.
about the looks.
I know a thing or two
Ahsoka?
about a thing or two.
No.
Yeah, a thing or two. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I've been to Thailand. It's all right, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I've
Damn,
been
bro.
to Thailand too. Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
I have
first one's-
the other pleasure.
The first one looks good though. If you could get the first one on a deal, I'd say go
You know what
for
a
it.
man likes.
Yeah, yeah. I was curious too, so I went to look to see how much this Mandalorian one is selling for, and it was like around. I saw one for about 150 USD on eBay. That's eBay though. That's sold price too. So there's like floating around there, kind of like to Eddie's point. People kind of selling that one off, but no. To
There's
me,
still
it's
a risk with the broken arms, though. No, I mean for the original.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
that thing was played.
Yeah.
No problem.
yeah. But I mean, like I said, I haven't had that issue yet. But I'm not over here, going crazy with
Was
those
that a
either,
first
though, so-
batch thing, or was that ever sussed out? Was that just across the board, or was that earlier figures versus later ones that had that issue? Does anyone know?
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know if that's ever been
I
confirmed.
wonder if that was, because I don't remember hearing anyone mention anything about that in particular. So I wonder if that might have had anything to do with it, or maybe it just didn't. I don't know.
It's
I heard it
possible.
more. I heard it more with the Clone Wars. It's not so much this one, unless maybe I'm
Really?
just not remembering. Yeah, I heard it more with the Clone Wars Ahsoka that people were having issues with that one.
The elbow?
Huh.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
the elbow.
Oh,
Yeah.
my Clone
I
Wars
heard-
has been okay
I
so
heard
far.
the DX20/21 and the Clone Wars.
Oh,
jeez.
both. Okay.
Because the
Gotcha.
Clone Wars had that earlier, seamless stuff going on. So I'm sure, probably
But
people
up-
got like some splits.
no,
I have
I
no problem with
Did it
mine.
actually
I think-
break inside the joint?
Was it seamless to the elbow?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. The Clone Wars.
Clone
yeah.
Wars?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
Oh, okay.
She just
So
had
the
the gauntlets.
DX20 is jointed at the elbow, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, that's the difference. That's the difference.
Yeah, see.
Well, she has
It's
rounds
seamless
for
at the
her arm, too.
shoulder
That's very
and then
good.
down to right before the wraps. I think it is.
Yeah.
So the current one, the Ahsoka the White, is that one is so far has been free of issues with the arms.
Yes.
So far.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's
Oh,
too
Well,
early.
I haven't heard
have we
any-
seen
I
them?
haven't heard
Have we seen any reviews of her yet? Because I haven't seen any reviews.
I haven't
No,
either
I haven't
yet.
seen reviews.
or heard
but
anyone having her in hand just yet.
no.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything yet.
What,
This
Justin
person-
doesn't have her already? Justin should have her.
Justin?
He gets everything.
Just yeah. I haven't
gets
seen. Yeah,
everything.
I haven't seen it yet.
Did Justin have a? I didn't see Justin have anything.
I'm surprised. He usually has
Justin's,
it.
Not sure.
Justin's late
Not
now.
sure.
You got to go by MRC or
Yeah, yeah.
Ford
MRC,
or-
yeah.
He used to
Figure
get them
hideout.
earlier.
Hideout,
He
yeah.
doesn't get them as
Figure
early as he
hideout.
used to.
Yeah, those are my go-tos. Yeah, Figure Hideout, MRC. Yeah, but so yeah, I mean, again, it's all up to
Kawoo.
again preference, up to your whether you think it's worth it to have two or try to get rid of this Mandalorian and get this this newer one here.
No.
I personally didn't think it was worth it for the face sculpt. Again, even though as good as it looks, I'm like I'll stick with what I have, and I'll use that money to go towards something else instead. So that's just me though. I know other people may think otherwise, but
You're
yeah.
good.
So, all right. Anyone else got anything on these comparisons here, or just the Ahsokas? All right. So we're looking at Anakin. As we all know, Anakin had the fear, which led to the anger, which led to the hate, which led to the suffering. Yes, sir. Valkyrie. Oh, so were you gonna say something? Valkyrie?
No, we're admiring the way you know.
Oh, sorry. I thought Valkyrie said hey. So I was like, I thought he was gonna say something.
We're
Yeah.
admiring your pontification. By the
Yeah.
way, if I could compliment you, Feezy, one thing I have to say, you could do something that very few people could do, and
What's
that is talk on the stream by yourself to the chat and to people, but you can go a lot of people could do it for a short period of time, but you could 2.5 hours the other night, man, by yourself. That's not easy. So
I appreciate that, man.
Easy. You have to keep people's attention. You can't have any breaks or any long pauses, and you never do. My hats off to you. You know your material, so you can stay engaged by yourself in the conversation with the chat. And I want to commend you for that.
Mike, why's your camera off?
Michael, yeah, good. Oh,
hey,
why's your camera off, Mikey?
Yeah, I don't hate everything. I like something.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Coming from you, that means a lot, man. Seriously, I appreciate it. Much love. And yeah, I mean, again, that's kind of testament to how much I enjoy talking about figures, right? Because usually when we all know if we love something, if we all love something, it's easy for us to talk about and just carry on. And, that just kind of shows there. I actually do enjoy talking about this stuff and talking with you all, the chat and my panel. It's a fun hobby, man. It's just fun. And so that's why, to me, it just seems like it's easier to do. So I appreciate that, though, for you catching that and pointing that out. So much love, man. Much love to you.
You're very welcome. Much love to you, my brother.
Appreciate that. Again, fear, anger, hate, suffering leads to the dark side, which is where Anakin went. Next up, we have Darth Vader, the dueling effect version here, the Hot Toys exclusive, which has yet to go up. That last I saw, I haven't seen it go up, but it's a Star Wars Celebration exclusive, I believe, for Japan. And let's see. So no price, no details on this one yet. Like I said, it hasn't gone up yet. And I did another one I kind of mentioned I gave my thoughts on collector's figure yesterday when I was on there. Obviously, it's labeled dueling effect, right? And so I was kind of mentioning how, there's I agree that this kind of does look like a Mondo figure just because of the paint, and that reminds me of I specifically said Venom. I'll show this real quick. And I have this Venom, which I think is awesome, but this is what it initially reminded me of here because this is based on the animated version from Spider-Man, the animated series, right?
Yeah.
So it has the red and the blue, but that's like a translation of the figure from the show, whereas here with the Vader, they're going more for like an effect. And I mentioned that, I can definitely see somebody picking this up for that particular reason. Or it has a specific use case where it seems like it was aimed for photographers, where if you put like a red, in addition, like a red light and a blue light on him, and you actually have him battling whoever, either Obi-Wan, I guess it would be Obi-Wan with the blue saber, but anyone else with the blue saber, this would make a badass piece for photography. And Beam showed, he pointed out, he made this reference on the stream yesterday also, which I wasn't aware of, but he found this, and I found an image of it, and I blew it up here. So this is apparently from Obi-Wan issue 3 in the comics. This is the covered Obi-Wan issue 3, which is the adaptation of the show, I guess, in comic form. I haven't read them, but I think that's where this is from. And so this is kind of an idea what I'm talking about. Granted, this is just a comic cover, but still, if you get that figure and you put it in a pose like this and add some light on it for effect, I think that would be a sick-ass display piece, let alone photography there. So in natural light, it probably wouldn't look as good as some people were saying, but yeah, I think it has a specific purpose here, and for that reason, I think it's cool. But I'm personally going to pass on it. But for those of you that are interested, so Star Wars Celebration exclusive will have a special, get this, a special box sleeve. Damn, right? That's awesome. 1,000 units. I'm just kidding. I was just for those of you who are interested. 1,000 units for that box sleeve, and then the Hot Toys exclusive won't have that special edition box sleeve. That's going to be 2,000 units. So 3,000 units total on this Vader. But I'll throw it to you guys. Anyone else want to talk about this and share their thoughts on what they think about this dueling effect Vader?
Yeah, I wasn't sure, but when I first saw it, and then second time I saw it, I fell in love with it.
Yeah. Oh wow, nice.
Yeah. And I'm talking bullshit. Go ahead. Whoever wants to talk next. Go ahead.
Damn it. I stepped in it and I got to wipe my shoe. Damn it, Michael.
Yeah. You fell for it.
You know what? Yeah. I'll say that it's figures like this that have like a little niche kind of gimmick to it are perfect for exclusives. Rather than tying down a main character or trooper.
Yeah.
Locked down behind a paywall like that, man. I mean, it's just, that's absolute bullshit. But something like this is perfect for it. Make it limited, because I'm sure if this was like a regular figure, you could just go off the shelf. I think it'd be torn apart a lot more by a lot of the community that's out there. But I mean, I'm sure it has its fans. You know, it's all right. But for me, it's an easy pass as well. I mean, as a Vader collector as well, I mean, this is something I feel like I don't need in a collection.
He's a Vader collector. He ain't even getting it. You hate to see it.
Nah, hey man,
Mario buys every Star Wars piece. Remember.
Oh, damn. Fake fan.
Good.
You hate to see it.
This lives in that spot in the Venn diagram between Star Wars fans, Vader fans, all that, and like pop art fans.
Yeah.
I love the pop
Good
art
comparison.
aspect of this. Yeah, I think this is fucking beautiful.
He also loves She-Hulk, guys.
I do love She-Hulk. Goddamn right. Say it again. But see,
Did you like the series? Did you like the series?
I love the series.
Can you get them
some of
out
us
of
like
here?
Batman Forever too, and that's
I
kind
want
of.
them out of here, man. Get them out of here.
Oh, Mike.
Look,
My God,
all I'm gonna say on it is
Yeah.
if you don't like the She-Hulk series, then you don't like She-Hulk.
I don't.
I don't like She-Hulk. That series was.
I mean, that's just all it is.
Nah, come on, bro.
Now that series is exactly
You don't like
what
the
She-Hulk
Dave
is.
Burns She-Hulk.
That series is exactly what She-Hulk is, and that's just
Come on,
you know, you can hate all you want, but that's the truth of it.
I don't
But-
remember
I'll tell you
Madison
this,
in the
I would
She-Hulk
like to
series,
smash,
but
though.
okay.
I would smash for sure.
We would all smash.
Yeah.
Slap them cheeks.
Yep.
And Michael would
But
smash.
no, I think this looks great as far as that pop art thing looks. That's why
Yeah.
you get all the
Yeah.
comparisons to Mondo, because Mondo looks very pop artish, which is why I like it so much. So I think this looks great. If I had, if I was one of those guys that had moose money,
Ooh.
and was just
You
buying
really
things,
buy
Moose
it,
money.
Jack.
dude, I would buy this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would for sure buy this. But
I would
it's
too.
not my wheelhouse.
So let
And
me.
Moose knows he's got a problem too. He tells you, he said, "Man, I
Got a problem.
got a problem." Yeah,
Let me
you got a bunch of figures in the back of your car.
Wow.
Let me ask
Yeah,
you guys
Who's
this.
doing that?
Yeah,
Let
go
me
ahead.
ask you guys this. Because this was my take on. I don't know what the fuck Gio's show is on Sunday. This was my take.
Eddie. Your
The movie canon, dude.
The
Take your
movie
time.
canon. Thank you, Mike.
No problem.
Do you think Hot Toys is cheapening their brand with shit like
Yes.
this? Because let me preface it like this. Because
Go ahead.
this is a thing McFarlane does or Hasbro does, and that's
Yeah.
okay because they're $20 figures, $25 figures. Do you think a company that charges $300 for a figure should be putting out variants like this that's cheapening their brand?
I would say no, because they've been doing this for a while, right? Because they have that.
No, they
animated-
have. They've been doing the neon, but those
Yeah.
things don't succeed. The neon, the
Boba
see-through
Fetts.
with the
Yeah, the soap
all the different
dispensers.
the infracture thing that they did,
Right.
and
Yeah.
these are
I would argue that the
$300
neon-
figures. This is no, it's one thing for McFarlane and Hasbro to do things like this, where it's $25, $30, but like a $300 figure, and as far as I know, the Asian community isn't even as big on Star Wars, so it's like, why are we doing, variants like this when it's like, is that your demographic? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
Eddie,
Yeah, I
I've
think
been
my-
screaming this for.
They aren't listening to us, Mike. They aren't listening.
I would argue that
I think
the
it's fine when it's limited like this.
neon text.
If this were a regular release, I think that would be a lot.
What was it? The
This was
wasn't
this was on the shelf for a long time.
$100.
wasn't the owner of Hot Toys a big Star Wars fan though?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh no, he's
Yeah.
hardcore. That's why he's
Yeah.
giving you what he
Hard
likes.
fan,
He's
right?
not giving you what the customer, but he
Yeah.
gives you what he wants you to have.
Yes.
It's not about
Yeah,
what
I'm
you
not-
want. It's about what he wants you to have.
I'm not denying that it's not perfect for an exclusive. I'm saying, okay, so everybody was pissed at the Gen, well, I don't know, Galen or so, right? Galen?
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah,
was pissed that Galen was an exclusive, but Galen had several different looks. I'm drunk. Galen had several different looks. He had the Imperial look, and then he had the long hair look. So what if they did the long hair look as an exclusive, and then the Imperial look as an everyday release. I think they could have done it better. Because honestly, no one's buying this, bro. Come on, no one's buying the Mondo fucking Darth Vader. It's cool, and I'm not denying that. It's cool because I like the Venom and everything.
Sleeve packaging is freaking. It's tempting, bro.
And Mario is a fucking Star Wars guy till he dies, and if he's not all over it, if he's not all over it, I'm saying they're missing the boat.
No, you ain't lying, because he's ravenous about it. Yeah. He's ravenous.
Yeah, I think to what Mario was saying, it's a good thing that they made this exclusive, right? It's kind of otherwise, it would make sense. So I mean, doing these like limited numbers does make sense because otherwise, I don't think they probably would sell well. But I guess because Eddie, you and I, we collect multiple scales, so like you said, we see this a lot. Yeah. To me, I don't really. That's why I don't think it cheapens the brand, because I'm used to seeing it with other companies, and so I'm like, okay, well, it seems normal to me, right? Because we see it in other toy lines, but I don't know, others who may see Hot Toys as like a higher end collectible and like they shouldn't be doing this. That may be different for them, but to me, this just seems like any other toy company trying to.
And but they're not a toy, right?
Wait, hold on.
They're not a toy.
Hold on.
Maybe their contractor.
They're not a high-end company. Are you saying that Hot Toys is not a high-end company?
Anymore.
I would say they're compared to, if they're a high end, what would you call in art then?
No, well, I'm going to ask you.
Exclusive.
Wait, hold on a second. Would you say that in art is a high end company?
Yes.
Yeah. They said themselves they're a high end company.
At this point anymore. Yeah. Thank you very much.
I'm not arguing. I'm agreeing with you. Yeah. Hold on. Let me hear me out, Mike. I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying yes. Yes.
No, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. I've been preaching this for forever, and people are just like, oh no, they're the greatest in the world. I'm like, thank you. I'm getting some validation after all this time.
Yeah. No, but that was brought up in the beginning, right? People. Mike. I think they even said themselves, and we were saying that they're in a higher tier than Hot Toys. Like you can't really compare them, and we said that when In Art first came out, right? They're kind of like more for the higher end collector, and I think In Art said that themselves.
No. They were when In Art came out, people were making comparison. It was a duel
every day.
It was nothing about they're here, they're there. No. There's a duel here. In Art came in and scared the crap out of them. All of a sudden, we got magnetic bases. All of a sudden, we got this. All of a sudden, now we want rooted hair, and we're failing on it. So
they did it. Yeah, In Art did inspire Hot Toys.
Preach hallelujah!
If In Art didn't come,
you know something? I'm gonna start chilling out about it now.
Yeah,
don't chill out, Mike. I'm here with you.
You know why?
Hey, invite me, Mike. Invite me to the next stream, bro. I'm here with you, bro.
Oh, then.
Eddie,
Moose, Michael, and Eddie.
Eddie, the reason why I can be a lot more low key is because I know my alliance is out there, so I don't have to yell as loud anymore.
Hey, Feezy won't shut me down like CW, like LWO. I'm not even gonna say. Hey, you tell it like a TI is, bro.
I try to. I just try and be honest, at least. I don't like to BS around. I mean, I like to joke a lot, but some stuff I'm like really freaking serious about.
Yeah, it's a serious thing.
It's a lot of money, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's a lot of money. Yeah, it's a lot of money. Yeah.
What was the price of this red and blue Darth Vader? Do you know if he's?
I haven't seen it yet. I don't think
it's not up yet, right?
Price. No, it's not up yet. Not that I saw yet.
It's cool. I'm not denying it ain't cool. I'm not denying that. It's cool because I like that. I like the color. I like graffiti. I'm not gonna deny it ain't cool, but it cheapens the brand to me. And I collect Hasbro. I collect McFarlane. I collect everything, and to me, it cheapens the brand.
I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. I'm sure you're not the only one who feels that way. Also, I mean, a lot of people are kind of like, oh damn, another one of this type of figure, and all these variants. We're not done with these yet either. There's one more after this. You think this is cheapening the brand?
In Fracture, bro.
In Fracture, yeah. Before we go on to the next figure and get other people's thoughts on this one before we go. Let me address the chat here. We got Figurecraft in the house. What is up, Philly Z? Thank you for coming through, good sir.
Philly.
We got
Philly.
the narrator himself, Ben Thomas in the house. What is up, Ben Thomas?
Oh, hey Ben.
Mr. Nuts in the house. Thank you for coming through, Ben Thomas. Hopefully you're doing well, good sir. Yeah.
Hey, all these fake ass streamers. I told them to get on. Marco, Ben, Philly, all these motherfuckers, and Mario's the only one that jumped on. So give El Professoro a follow because these fucking fake ass streamers, they ain't come on, bro.
Hey Mario, though, like for real, I appreciate you coming on. I know you said you weren't feeling well, so I do appreciate you coming through. And if you don't, anytime you need to jump off, feel free. No pressure to stay through the end. So yeah, I appreciate you staying for as long as you did. So it's all good, man.
Oh, for sure, man. Y'all plan on streaming till like 11 tonight again, or?
No, I'm just trying to get through these figures, and I know you want to get through that one figure you informed me of. So hopefully we can get through
We're going till he drops, bro. I'm here.
Yeah, till it drops.
We're going. Huh? He'll send me the link. I'll run it, bro.
We got name I haven't seen in a minute. We got the Fat Batman in the house. What is up, my man? What's up, everyone? Says hope y'all are doing good. Yeah, we are, man. Thank you for coming through. Yeah, appreciate it's always a nice surprise when you're able to come through, man. I know it's not always you're not always available around this time, so I appreciate you coming and saying what's up. All right. Okay, so anyone got any more thoughts on this dueling effect Vader?
How much do you think it's going to cost, actually?
So it's going to have LED light up, chest, belt, and lightsaber. So with that in mind, I'm thinking it's probably going to be, my guess, I'm usually not good at guessing prices, like I want to say 300.
Okay.
But that's, I don't know. I could be low, and I'm usually wrong about the prices there. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I'm thinking maybe 320.
320? Okay, so it sounds like 300 plus is what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Again, those are just guesses. Don't take our words for it. It could be less, it could be more. I'm just throwing it out there. I haven't seen that yet.
But it's a limited run, though, right?
Right. Yeah. Again, 1,000 units for Star Wars Celebration, which comes with this box sleeve here, right? I think it's just this box that says, oh no, that's Hot Toys exclusive. I don't even see the special box here then. Did they show it? No, maybe that is it. I guess it is this one here.
Yeah, that's the box. It's a nice box.
Because there's one that just says there's one that's just a Hot Toys exclusive, and that's 2,000 units. So it's just, again, without the sleeve, the special edition sleeve, which I got to be honest, it's not that great, like, to include a special sleeve, but that's just me. That's just my opinion there. I think they could have did something else, like this next figure we're going to talk about, which is the Cherry Blossom Stormtrooper. Yes.
Get it, girl.
Yes. Get it. Yeah. Here we go. AKA Walk of Shame. AKA Massage Parlor Trooper.
Geisha.
The happy ending trooper. Oh,
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
The tampon trooper.
Yeah, there you go. You name it. That's whatever you want to call it. They got it.
Yeah.
The fourth floor in Singapore.
Yeah.
And there's another one
too,
like the other one. He could be a scented one, and you see those little vents on the side of his helmet.
Yeah.
That's where the spray, the potpourri comes out of.
Yeah, I was gonna say the potpourri shoots out of there. Yeah, so you can have them in your bathroom.
Yep.
Yeah. Just pimping. So again, this is another one that hasn't got up yet for pre-order, but there's going to be two versions also, just like the Vader. So there's a Star Wars Celebration edition, again 1,000 units, which has the this, they call it a Haori jacket. I think I said that right, which is basically this black coat / jacket / kimono, and then a Star Wars Celebration themed backdrop for that one. Then there's going to be a Hot Toys exclusive, which is 1,500 units on that one. And I'll go through here. I'll show you. So this is obviously the Star Wars Celebration, the Japan backdrop here. It says Japan 2025 in the back, and then the standard one doesn't have that. It's similar backdrop. It just doesn't say Japan 2025. Here, let me see if I can bring up with the photo here. Yeah,
I love you long time.
Oh damn, you went there, yeah. Oh damn it, Michael. So yeah, I mean, again, another pass for me. I'm not interested in this one, but like I mentioned on Collector's Figure, I can see this being something that people who go to Star Wars Celebration, they want something like some sort of, they're both a collector and so they want some sort of memorabilia or something to kind of remember that event for. I can see them picking this up because it's specifically labeled Star Wars Celebration, as opposed to like the Darth Vader, the dueling effect. At least this Stormtrooper has the the Star Wars Celebration logo there, and it actually has cherry blossoms to represent Japan. So that's cool. I definitely can see that, and then goes with your other themed troopers. But yeah, to Eddie's point about cheapening the brand, here's another example of that. For those of you that thinking that Hot Toys is cheapening their brand with these variants. But I'll stop there and I'll turn it over to you guys. Valkyrie, what are your thoughts on that? I haven't heard from you in a minute. What's your thoughts on this one?
I'm actually shocked about this because, I mean, yeah, it's cool. It's like, well, I mean, the whole Japanese thing with the cherry blossoms. I know in my area, we've got beautiful cherry blossoms here too, but yeah, I just can't imagine anyone really buying this unless you actually go to that occasion where it's there. It's a nice conversation piece. Or like, oh, look what I got in Japan, right? But to actually order it and really want it, I don't know. I'd say that, I mean, even if it was plentiful, it would be a pass for me.
Yeah, I hear you. Yep. Anyone else interested in this, or anyone got any thoughts on this one? I just noticed the pauldrons are gray.
Oh,
yeah, the suit.
Hey, what the fuck is up with the Komodo, dog? That's crazy, bro.
That's the one to get, man.
That's crazy, bro. Why are we giving a?
Well, they say let your freak flag fly.
Hey, Mike. As long as I've known Mario, you have to get this.
Why does everything keep circling back to me?
Hey, this has you written all over it, bro. Don't tell me. I heard the stories. I've been around, Mario. I heard the stories. You had the Komodo dog.
Had the Komodo what?
You had the Komodo dog. Yeah. I heard it. You're married now, bro, but I heard the Komodo in the bachelor days, bro.
Oh.
Hey. I heard love you long time, bro.
Hey man, it's for the culture. I mean,
the culture, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
She ain't watching, Mario. Go ahead.
She's right here. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Really?
She's right here.
Yeah,
really?
Right here.
Yeah.
Introduce her, bro. She's right here. Hey, Feezy.
Dude. Nah.
Yes, sir.
No, enlarge Mario. I never met her, and I've known Mario a long time.
It doesn't need to be live, man.
Oh God, come on, bro. She's right here, bro.
No, it doesn't need to be live.
Come on.
Yeah, no pressure.
Go on, bring Adriana then, dude. Go on, bring Adriana in.
Oh, okay.
Couple stream, yeah. What are we double dating now? Yeah, on the stream, live on the stream.
Komodo, dog. Komodo. That's weird as fuck. You can't tell me that. That ain't weird, bro.
If there's an opportunity to get this figure, I'll probably get it. If there's an opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a Stormtrooper right now.
Yeah.
That I'm making collector's figure colors, so I can just pose it with that.
Hold on.
So,
bam. Nice.
I'm working on.
That looks awesome.
Oh, is that a custom?
It is, yeah.
Exclusive.
It's the collector's figure trooper. So
101 right here.
Yeah, 101. So
that's awesome.
Cool.
Is this figure still available, or did it finally sell out?
This one?
Wait, which one?
That Stormtrooper officer that Beam has.
Oh, I think he did sell out, but he's super cheap everywhere. So everywhere else, like you can find him in multiple places.
Oh damn, ladies and gentlemen. Ask and you shall receive. Here you go. We have another special guest adding to an already epic panel. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Ben Thomas. He made it. Yeah.
Hey, guys.
There we go.
This is my
it's time to get nuts.
Yeah.
And he called me a fake streamer, but he forgot to send me the link. I was like, what? I got no invites. I got no invites.
Yeah.
What are you talking
To
about?
be fair, it's in the figure lowdown chat. It is. I did put it in there.
Fair,
it's in there.
You
Yeah.
can see it. You can see it. I don't read all the chat.
It got buried pretty quick though.
Wow.
It got buried because Dave's a drunk.
It's hard to keep up.
Wow.
I
Finally.
just want to say hi to you guys. It's been a while. I haven't seen most of you guys in a little while. So.
Thank you, Ben.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Canada's best.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make new nut yard like streaming starts. So like videos that start the nut yard, and it's hard to come up with. So I've been listening to you guys and fucking around in the background. So it's been good. So but I'm pretty baked right now. So thanks for having me in on the back.
Ben, you getting
one
this?
baked, one buzzed.
No, I don't think I'm not going to Japan. Even if they make it a world like wide exclusive like release or whatever, I don't think I would go for it. But I do think it's cool. It does remind me of the old school porcelain trooper. But the cool thing about those porcelain troopers was some of the details on that outfit were insane if you looked close up. Whereas this is just kind of cherry blossom. On the other hand, it being a Japan exclusive, like I think that is cool and is iconic to their like kind of the imagery or iconography of their culture. So I think it's cool, especially if you were there at the show. This would definitely be something I would hunt for as kind of like a commemorative item to bring home and have as a memory, right? I'm all about the nostalgia and that kind of thing. Totally tickles me. So, but no, like this is definitely not for my collection. Otherwise, not if I'm not going to be there. So, but it's cool.
If I were there, I would buy this.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I came in late, but did you guys have a chance to see that mall that got put up as well? Like 45
No,
minutes?
not yet.
We've been stalling on the mall.
No, we saw it earlier, right?
Just in case you didn't see it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Proffi, he let us know, and it's still here on the list. We just haven't got there yet. But
I like the
well,
pink.
with that, without being said, anyone else got anything on this? If not, we'll go on to the next figure, and then we got one more figure, then we can get on to Maul. All right. Next up, Devil's in the Details. I double dog dare you. We got Matt Murdock himself. We got Daredevil, another announcement that came up. Daredevil Born Again. This is up for pre-order. $280 USD, set to come out next year, Q2 to Q3 2026. So a couple of this one comes with a couple of head sculpts. So we got the Matt Murdock head sculpt, which I'll show here in a second. And then the cowled head, which comes with 2 interchangeable faceplates, 10 hands. Of course, it's Daredevil, right? You got to have multiple hands, multiple ways to display them. A pair of billy clubs. And then it says 1 billy club in extended mode, and then 1 billy club in nunchaku mode. And then and there's another cowl. I know we've seen the photo here. Let me go to it. That's on like a little stand, which looks awesome. But reading the description, it doesn't seem like you can put that on Daredevil's head. I think it's just just for the display piece, and it's a battle damaged. I know I'm going through these photos. I'll go back, I promise. So this one down here, apparently this is the battle damage one, and it is missing a horn, and it's on the stand. But I don't think you can put this on Daredevil because, again, they list it as an accessory rather than like as part of the costume on the Sideshow website. I could be wrong, but I thought that was weird. Then of course his pair of sunglasses here. And this looks good. I haven't. The head sculpt looks awesome. The prototype, I think it looks good. I haven't seen the show yet, so I'm not sold on it yet. I still have yet to see the show. I'm waiting till it's all done so I can go and binge it.
I'll go.
But this does.
I'll go.
Yeah, go.
You cool?
Yeah, go ahead. No, yeah, go ahead. Do your thing, man.
Say?
Okay. I'll wait. Go ahead. Cook.
I haven't seen this yet, but it's cool. Don't laugh at me, bro. I haven't seen. I haven't seen the show yet.
Never
but
do
it's
such
cool.
a thing.
It's cool, bro. It's cool. It's cool, bro. I haven't seen the shit yet, but it's cool. It's good looking. It's better than the fucking original release. You're gonna get that shit for cheaper. And all right, that's cool and everything. But like, this is cool. Better, brighter red.
Wait, is that your opinion, or is that my
No,
impersonation of me?
what the fuck is that? My opinion. That's my opinion, bro.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
It's pretty cool or what?
Yeah, I think it's cool.
Pretty cool. Hey, you don't even collect Star Wars anymore. Don't the fucking come at me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Mario.
Yeah, hey.
How dare you?
It's cool, bro.
I don't like this suit, man. You
don't like this. Tell me what you don't like.
I'm
Mario.
saying I don't like the suit.
The suit. Well, tell me what about the suit you don't like.
I prefer the Netflix design over this one, man. This
the
one
darker red.
The darker version with the black black ears and all like that.
The social toys with the black. That's cool, right?
Oh, that one does look cool.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
It does. Yeah.
I like that one too.
The ninja outfit.
Yeah.
With the bandana. Yeah. With the
black. I'm still watching the show right now. So I understand the missing horn cowl. I mean, it's in the first episode towards the beginning. So it'll when you start watching it, you'll be like, oh, okay, I know. But I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not far enough in the show where I've seen this suit yet. But I like the fact that it comes with a head sculpt though this time, with an unmasked head sculpt and the sunglasses, so that's pretty cool.
Yep.
What I liked about the previous one is that it had that little extra, what was it, the accessory for the base to make it like a little dial base or something like that, So that was pretty cool. It's too bad it doesn't come with this one, but whatever. It comes with a head sculpt, so I'd rather take an extra head sculpt over an accessory base, any other time. I mean, but I'm not saying it doesn't look bad. I'm just saying I just prefer the original suit.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah,
but it's cool. It's cool.
Yep. Anyone else got any thoughts on this one? And I do have the comparison photos too, so we'll look at those other suits also. But
a lot of people are saying that this doesn't look like him, but it's clearly him from this Born Again. Mm-hmm. It's not going to look like the one from before or She-Hulk because he had different looks, but I think it's spot on. Charlie Cox.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this one. Yeah, I think
She-Hulk was trash though, right?
What?
She-Hulk was trash though, right?
He was the best part of She-Hulk.
He was the best part, but it was still trash.
Overall, I didn't enjoy She-Hulk, but
all right, thank you.
It is what it is. So,
yeah,
Daredevil. Yeah, I think it looks exactly like him. So, I don't know, not exactly.
Ben, where were you, bro, on that one?
This badass.
Oh, what on She-Hulk?
Yeah, on She-Hulk, bro. You fucking Canadian and shit. You were staying quiet like motherfucker.
I liked the first episode, and then it got a little weird, and then
Canadian
I liked the episodes with Daredevil jumping in. And then I hated how it ended, though. I hated how it ended. I know that like her jumping out of like comic book squares was kind of iconic to her comics, but I didn't love that. But yeah, this is a good look for Matt too. He was just skinnier and had less beard, but the hairline on this one looks more accurate, in my opinion, than the hairline on this one for sure. They were really forgiving on this dude's hairline in this show, and it is definitely thinned over the years. But I mean, I love Charlie Cox. He's a badass.
He ain't fucking taking that maple syrup to the head. He's fucking rubbing it in.
Look at this. I'm nearly 40, man. Look at all the hair I got. It's the maple syrup and the poutine.
I don't know. Zoom in.
Zoom in. The poutine. Look at this.
Add some hair.
Poutine.
Turn around. Let's see the back.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That's Turkish
there it is. There's that line.
I'm gray.
There's the shit right there.
Turkish transplant.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben.
I'm with you boys though. I wonder how many of these we're gonna get. So like, part of me is like, I think if they've invested this much already, we are going to see other colored suits. I wouldn't be surprised if even by the end of this season, we see this red suit, but with the Daredevil, like the DD on the chest. And so does that mean they're going to Deadpool us and give us like a battle damaged version with him with the DD logo on it now and all that kind of thing? I could see that because in the original Netflix release, they also like give him a bloody mouth plate, right? And so that was one of my favorite mouth plates for that original figure. And he's so clean here. So because he's so clean, it makes me think they're going to give us something battle damaged for sure. For sure. But I would still love a Ben Affleck Daredevil as well. I recently rewatched that movie, the director's cut. It was fun. It's a good 10.
I have to go back and watch that.
Is the director's cut better?
Yeah, the director's cut was better. In my opinion, it was a little bit more of a cohesive story. There's Pinky in the air.
There we go. Class.
You fancy with an eye.
You fancy.
Love to see it.
We got Mitchell Lawrence in the house. Mitchell Lawrence, thank you for coming through. Good sir, saying I just want Hot Toys to put up the Jungle Hunter Predator. Yeah, man, I think a lot of us are waiting for that also.
Ain't happening.
Eddie doesn't believe it's gonna happen. Doesn't believe it's gonna happen.
Go ahead.
All in due time.
All in due time. Yeah. So I might as well just throw these up here. What did we get Michael back? Oh yeah, there he is. Michael, you good?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
There
All right.
he is. My boy.
So speaking of the other suits, pulled them up here. So we have on the far left TMS 3, 2017 from the first Daredevil show. TMS 96, which came out last year. This is from the She-Hulk, the infamous She-Hulk. And then this newest one, TMS 154, that's set to come out next year. Then obviously you can kind of see the big differences here in the suits. The ketchup and mustard here in the middle, and then the dark red and black suit on the far left. I think if I had to choose, obviously my choice would be the one on the far right. Yeah, the right. But again, with Hono being out there,
Well,
I would hold on. I would definitely get, if they did it, a comic Daredevil. If Hono came up with that, and they surprised us all with the Hono comic inspired Daredevil, I would rather get that. And I kind of actually would rather wait for that than get any of these. I mean, as cool as like the one on the right, the red one looks, I agree with others seeing those the D on his chest, the double D's on his chest. So we'll see if we get that. I could be just hyping myself up for nothing, getting disappointed, but there's still a chance. Right? They're going that Marvel route, the Marvel Avengers heroes, and I don't know. They surprised us with those Stormtroopers. Yeah, on the comic inspired. If Hono came out with the comic inspired one, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Which one out of these three? Which one are you guys digging more?
I'll take all three.
Oh,
they are all pretty good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I mean, I've got the Netflix one with the bloody Daredevil face on it, and I still love that figure. I mean, he's a little on the skinny side, but next to Punisher, he looks freaking awesome. He looks awesome. But I think my second pick would definitely be the new red suit. I think the vibrancy of the color would just pop in the collection, similar to what Deadpool did, right? Like I loved my Deadpool 2 figure. I loved it, and I honestly
That's the first one, right?
I didn't think Deadpool 2 figure, like, no, they had a Deadpool 1 version, I think, and then they did a Deadpool 2 figure, and then a 3, or a Xman, or whatever it's called.
Deadpool Wolverine.
Deadpool and Wolverine, that's right. But even just the color upgrade to the Deadpool and Wolverine suit, like, in the collection, made that figure just pop like crazy. So I think this new Daredevil would have that effect in the display, because I will say that the old one, the Netflix one, does hide a little on the shelf.
The 24
comparison. So what do you say?
No, he's talking about the 2017. The far left, that one hides.
The 2026.
That's your pick?
No, what is fucking
Ben?
Yeah.
He's saying Ben. Yeah, Ben's saying
My
the
preference
red
is still the Netflix one. My preference is the Netflix one, but if I had
the new Netflix one.
No, the new one's Disney.
Oh, the 2017.
So the 2017. What dates
Netflix.
are you saying right now?
I don't know. There's 2017, 2024, and 2026.
Hey,
it doesn't make sense
him.
to me is that for nighttime vigilante, should his costume be that bright?
2017. Nighttime vigilante. It should be 2017.
Yeah.
But I did order. There was a limited run, 1,000 more of the So-So figures, or the Susu toy figures ones that you were mentioning, Eddie, with the black mask. It got re-put out 1,000 figures, so I grabbed one of those. Yep. But I think it's gonna be old in comparison to what we got here. Like, it's gonna feel old in hand, but it still looks cool.
I'm not gonna lie. I want what Ben was talking about, the black suit. Yeah. I want that too. The 2016 is cool, but I still think the 2017 is the best.
Oh, okay. So you prefer the dark red?
Yes, I prefer the dark red. But Ben, what Ben was saying, that is the cool one, but I prefer 2017.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep. I hear. Anyone else got their thoughts on which one they think? I mean, some of you said all of them.
That was me.
Yeah.
But the dark red, though, I would probably rate that just a little bit more than the other two, though.
Oh, really? Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I really like the dark red better.
Yeah. Seems like a lot more people like the dark red than I thought. Okay.
You know what I would like to do though is have like a definitive Daredevil, one that I like most. That's a Charlie Cox representation, but have the cowl of all of the 3 outfits at the very least, right? Like if there was like a cowl display like he has in his closet or whatever, I think that could be done with the figure.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Necessarily
Somebody
need all
needs to
3
make
figures
that.
though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that.
Social Toys did make that.
They made all
Like
3 of
a
them.
cowl display?
Yeah, Social Toys made the cowl display.
I didn't know that.
Oh, okay, nice. I didn't know that. I gotta
Really?
check that out.
Yeah,
that would be a.
Cool.
That would be a cool display though. Yeah, to have all 3 like the cows on there. Yeah. Okay, I gotta look that up.
Hey.
Yeah, the So Toys one.
You're waiting on the bitch, and Valkyrie is a bitch, and Mario's the Valkyrie.
What?
Valkyrie will fuck you up, Eddie. You better be careful. Look at him.
He ain't gonna fuck me up. That's the fucking game, bro.
That's the game. All right, we got that. So speaking of the head sculpts, you guys were talking about comparing the previous head sculpts to this newest one here. We have put these photos here side by side again. This is the ketchup and mustard, the She-Hulk, Deadpool on the left, TMS 96, and then this newest one here. Yeah, definitely a younger look here. Ben was talking about the hairline. I don't really see the difference there. What were you referring to here, Ben, on the hairlines?
Well, 2 different angles. It's kind of
when Valkyrie was holding his
Yeah.
figure up with his head tilted
Yeah.
back a little bit more, he had a much like rounded hairline up top here. It looked like
Yeah.
on the ketchup and mustard
Oh,
one.
I see.
Whereas,
I see what you're saying.
Whereas the new one has a much more like straight hairline right across, but
Well,
not that it matters a lot. But if we're talking about like if he looks enough like enough like Charlie
Can
Cox
you guys
or not,
hear
I think,
me? Because I can't
Yes.
hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can, buddy.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
I think where it fails is like every time I see pictures of Charlie Cox, his hairline is just a little bit thinner and a little higher on the head, and his eyebrows are bushy as hell. They're never this tailored, and so like if they just bushied up his eyebrows a little bit and thinned his hair out on the top a little, I think it would be nailed. Because otherwise, in
I
the
hear you.
glasses, he
Okay.
looks pretty good. But
I see.
Toy struggles with eyebrows all the time.
that's right.
His nose is a
Sculpted
little
hair,
too
it's hard to-
bulbous.
It's hard to thin it. But.
The bulbous nose.
Bulbous
Bulbous.
nose.
We let
On the new one, do you think so?
we let him have it. Oh,
You're talking about the
Facial
new
hair's
one?
looking way
X-Men?
better on figures though.
we let
Yeah.
fucking Ben have it. We let Ben have it.
What?
Yeah,
The
What
bulbous
do you
nose.
mean, what? We let you have it.
We'll let you have
Ben
it.
has it. You have it, Ben.
Ben, now you have it.
Oh shit,
Okay.
You
have
done,
it,
Ben.
Ben.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Guard it well.
it's all you. Yeah,
I'll take it.
it's all you, Ben. So is this what you're talking about right here? This the hairline
I'll
here?
foster the it.
Is this what you guys were referring
Ben
to?
has
How the
it.
hair kind
A little bit.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
Oh, okay.
it's sculpted hair, so there's not much they can do. I
Yeah.
don't know how they could
Yeah.
thin sculpted hair, but he just
Right.
it's not that
Whoops.
thick. It just doesn't.
I gotcha.
It's not,
2 different
you know,
shows.
we need to give him
That's
the
some
artisan
shit. Yeah.
Joker hair and pluck some out and
That's some shit.
turn it black and good to go.
Let Ben have it. That's some shit. He didn't
Anyone else
have
got
it.
any thoughts on
He
the?
didn't have it. The fucking chest and okay.
You got it right there on the D's on the chest. Throw some D's on that
Give
chest.
it the D's. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Anyone else got any thoughts on Daredevil here?
I bet you $5 that we get a battle damage version of this suit at the very least,
But all right.
and it's
calm
going to come
down.
with a cooler display
Calm
base,
down, bro.
and it's going to be more guaranteed. They're going to bloody him up. He hasn't gotten beat yet in the season that much, so he needs it.
Yeah, Blue's saying here, Hot Toys suck at eyebrows. I've never actually noticed that yet. But there you go. You got two people
Eyebrows,
saying
like
they suck.
if you take somebody's face and put different looking eyebrows on the person that you know what they
Yeah.
look like, they look like very different people with every type of eyebrow. Like eyebrows really do change what a
Yes.
person's face looks like.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
that's
so-
true. Yeah, like
And
I was
he's got
saying
wild
on that,
eyebrows.
on that Ahsoka too. That's what, like I said, I mentioned on the Mandalorian Ahsoka. It looked like even though she didn't have hair on her eyebrows, like the way they were shaped, to me it just looked off compared to like this new Ahsoka. So I see what you're saying there. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Does the long what you call it, the grapply
Say it. Batons,
rope
clubs.
bit for the does the extended length of that kind of break the immersion for anybody else? Because whenever I
Kinda.
see him do the thing where he's swinging on it, I'm like, where are you storing all that, bro? Where's all that go?
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
It's retractable.
That ain't
holes in the handles.
That ain't fitting in there.
Retractable.
Yeah,
Retractables.
yeah, it's true. Yeah,
Like where's all that cable going inside those tiny little dots?
yeah,
Don't you worry about it.
yeah. I haven't seen the show,
Movie
but I would
magic.
think my
Okay, it's
first
movie
thought
magic.
is like they're trying to go for like a comic inspired, because obviously in the comics, right, he has that. Like they're
Yeah.
all long, flying everywhere, right? The clubs, how they're split up. So I can see that point of it, but I don't know if that's how it is in the show either. So I'm not sure. Yeah, but you're right. That's a good point. It's like all over the place. I was saying on Collector's Figure how it like reminds me of Will Ferrell when he does the floor routine in Old School and has that ribbon going all around.
Wait. So we're questioning the length of the cable and how it retracts, but we don't question the fact that a blind man can fight the way that he does. I mean, with the ability to like basically see through with his hearing like that. I mean,
yeah, heightened sense.
Come on.
I
Heightened senses, that's
know
cool.
it's
Yeah.
weird. You're right. I know, but
come on, check
still,
that out, bro.
I'm
Ben
just
Affleck could
saying.
see Jennifer Garner.
Hey,
in
can
the
you
ring,
guys
so,
hear me
I mean,
now?
that was odd.
Can you hear
Yeah,
us?
we can hear you.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Oh. Okay. Now
Oh, there he goes.
Dave, I would say if anything breaks my immersion with the show, and without giving any spoilers, it is more of the CGI swinging around that he's doing in this season versus the original Netflix series.
Okay, that a little
I know-
bit too.
I
Yeah.
know that
Yeah.
it's a little bit more like inspired for like what we'd see in a comic book, and it gives it more of like a super powered feel. But one of the things that I loved about Netflix was how gritty it was. Like I think it was episode 2 of season 1. There's that hallway fight scene where it is the most like visceral fight scene I've ever seen. Like you see him physically getting tired as he powers through that hallway, but it feels so real. Every punch feels so good.
Yeah.
Seeing him swing around with the CGI makes him feel more like it's a Marvel show. I'm just
you're
saying.
spoiling me, Ben.
It's in the trailer.
Well,
for the show.
it's-
I haven't given
well,
anything away.
You see
Of course,
it.
don't watch trailers.
Who here hasn't seen the
I
first
won't say
episode of
anymore. I
Daredevil?
won't say anymore.
Who hasn't? I
I'm
haven't seen it.
current.
The newest one, right? I haven't.
The
Seen
Who
newest
hasn't
one?
seen the first episode of Born
The
Again?
first episode has been out for weeks, so
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Because
Okay.
you haven't
I won't
seen
say
it?
anymore.
Feezy's waiting
No,
to binge
I
it.
haven't. I'm waiting to binge it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well,
Yeah.
It doesn't make me like the show less, though. Otherwise, the show's been amazing. So
the point is, it happens in the very beginning of the show.
Yep.
Like you see it right up front. So it's
I
not
remember
anything
that.
like new. But
Wait, you're talking about the club here and the extended
just-
length of the wire?
just being Daredevil.
Oh, okay.
yeah, just the way he uses it and all that.
I see. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it's some of the way like they pose this wire, like how this is this sharp. What is this? This sharp bend here. Yeah, that kind of loses it for me. But obviously, that's just you can change that. The person posing it can just style it however they want. But I see what you're saying there. Expand on the length in there and how it is. But yeah, the vibrant. I do like the vibrant red. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm gonna hold off and wait to see the show. I might change my mind on this depending on that, or I might just hold out for hoping for a Hono. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Again, I got to pick and choose ever so delicately because there's so many figures out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got anything else, Valkyrie, on this one?
Oh, I guess I'm kind of hungry because when I see this, I think of a big hot dog right now.
A big hot dog, yeah.
Hungry. I'm hungry. What a
So-
guy.
so-
Hungry for
Big red wiener.
or Deadpool, Daredevil, yeah.
Hey, the ketchup and mustard was making me think the same thing earlier. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, I'm right there.
Let me see here. We got Renz Tolentino on the house. What is up, Renzo? Thank you for coming through. I know it's about
Renz.
it's about that time over here on your side of the world, right? We were just like seeing that daylight, I think, or it's like halfway in the middle of your day already. But thank you for coming through, my guy. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Make sure I didn't miss anyone else. We got Pedro Lopez in the house. What is up? Hello, all. He says, thank you for coming through. I love that art.
I love his
there, your
avatars
profile
every
pic.
time.
Yeah,
man.
that profile pic. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So, if no one has anything else on the devil, we're going to go on to the latest, ladies and gentlemen, the latest Hot Toys announcement that we got came up earlier. It's about that time. We're going on to, if you thought you've seen one too many Vaders, here we go with another Darth Maul concept art. Darth Maul. First time seeing it for me personally, so I haven't done any reading on this. I don't know the details on this. But yeah, so we'll go through these. First reaction impressions, reaction video right here in the making, folks. You experience it live with us. Interesting. I will say I personally don't like the horn right off the top of the back. Right off the bat, the way the horns are, like they're small and kind of just in that center. But I mean, it says concept art, so I'm guessing this is based on that. I haven't seen it myself, that concept art, but I'm not a fan of the horns look. I don't know. It's interesting. The interesting look. The code is kind of interesting. I do see it's a Hot Toys exclusive, and it has that purple logo. So I'm guessing this is exclusive to Celebration, Japan Star Wars Celebration, right? Yeah. I don't know. I gotta marinate on this one a little bit, but I'll pass it over to you guys. Any initial first impressions on this one?
This was the concept art, like one of the first ones from Ian McCaig. So his neck should be a little longer with that version, but that's okay. This is pretty close. That's weird seeing it in figure form. But I think it's pretty cool. Those horns that he's got on are I guess were actually supposed to be feathers that were strapped. That were and that's the string is supposed to be a lot tighter on his head, like cutting into his skin. So
is that a string?
Yeah,
I thought those were just like lines. Oh, like okay, damn, I didn't know that. Yeah,
holding I have no to his head. So
I have no familiarity with this concept art or anything about it, so I'm learning.
What is that about? What is that about? Being the strings around his head?
It's just original concept art.
Oh, okay.
Of Darth Maul, one of the early versions.
So this is a realized version of concept art.
Right. Yeah.
Interesting.
And they ended up keeping this one's face. They just changed the design.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen this before. I don't think I've ever seen a figure done from concept.
Yeah. They have the
Iron Strange.
Before, yeah, exactly. I would say Iron Strange. Yeah.
Iron Strange.
Yeah. You're right.
I dig it though. I kind of want it.
Really? Oh wow. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Proffi, what do you think?
Interesting.
I don't know about the facial expression when it comes with this figure, man. It just looks a little off to me. It looks it's such a dead stare, just dead expression. I mean, it would have been nicer if they would have given us the screaming sculpt, with this one as well. I mean, considering that it's limited, just make it a little bit extra. I do like the details though in the training suit. It does look nice. They really the wash and the the scrapes on the shoulder armor. It looks really, really good, man.
Yeah.
I remember this thing back when I was collecting 3.75, man, Power of the Jedi, when they released this concept figure. I was like, holy shit, this is weird. Same thing with the horns. The horns are a little, they're different. Yeah, they're a little different. I mean, it's all right. I mean, again, this is one of those things where I think it's also another perfect niche type of figure to have as an exclusive. Right. So again, this is only like 1,000 units in Japan right now with an exclusive, what you call a slipcover case for the box, and then like another 1,500 units will be distributed everywhere else. So I'm sure Sideshow will be getting this at some point in the future.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but it's there.
Yeah, it's there. It's a thing. Yeah,
it's a thing.
Yeah, looking at these horns here on the side, it kind of seem like they're broken or just barely falling off, or they just grew in. Right? Seeing this reminds me of you guys remember that movie Little Monsters with Fred Savage?
Oh yeah,
remember that? I remember at the end where Howie Mandel, right? He was a monster where he had that broken horn. It was just hanging out. Yep. That's what these remind me of. Yeah. Oh man, that's funny. But yeah, I had no idea. Who is this based on again, Beam? You said who was the name?
The artist was Ian McCaig.
Ian McCaig, okay. Yeah, I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, original concept Darth Maul art. The face they ended up using, everything else they didn't.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, and then here it looks like this is again similar to Darth Vader. It looks like it just comes with the Star Wars Celebration exclusive comes with this sleeve, this box sleeve that says Celebration on it, or Hot Toys exclusives. Sorry, yeah. And then as far as the quantity, kind of similar, same as the Stormtrooper, right? So Proffi said, and I think some of you in the chat here, Larry Walker, 1,000 units in Japan and then 1,500 units in selected channels. Yeah, so thanks, Larry Walker, for that info there, and Proffi. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, was Michael Elliott? Oh, there he is. Michael, you good? Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
I think I figured out my problem. I think my charger is dying. It's not.
No.
Oh, we lost your audio.
Oh, hey, Feezy.
And you're frozen. Yes, sir.
Sorry, I was gonna say
Oh yeah, no. Oh, that's right. It's about that time. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, that's wake up at 4 a.m. So
yeah, it's all good. Yeah, thanks for coming through, Valkyrie Magnus. As always, appreciate it when you can. Yeah, and of course, as I mentioned, I'll put links to Valkyrie Magnus IG in the description after the stream. So go out, check out his stuff, and show him some love. Another fellow collector. Thank you again, Valkyrie, for coming through. Anything you want to say before you head out?
No, just want to say, actually I had a rough day at work, so I was just glad that I was able to stream with you guys. Help, get rid of the work stress.
Yeah, awesome, man. Glad to hear. Appreciate that. Yeah.
All right.
Good outlets for sure.
Thanks,
all right,
guys.
well, have a good night, man.
Take care, man.
Hey, yeah, dude. Good seeing you, man.
Good seeing you guys too. Thanks. Bye.
Oh, did Eddie pass out or something? I mean, where'd he go?
Probably.
Yeah. But props to him for knowing when he's had when he needed to go. So it's all good. Rest.
He just dipped without a word.
He just dipped. Yeah. Hey, actually, I'd rather have that than him doing something that he's gonna regret. So it's all good, Eddie. Yeah, go get some rest, man. Rest up. Do your thing. Appreciate it. Yeah. So, anyone else got any thoughts on this Maul here?
I think for me, I echo kind of what Mario was saying. I've seen a lot of people say, oh, like, why this? Why not all these other figures that we've been waiting for or wanting? But to me, I'm happy that the exclusive figures that are popping up are ones that make people's collections unique, right? We don't want all the same collection. But at the same time, I also don't want to have to fight in line for characters that I really, really want. So, like, this is one of those characters that I'm like, objectively, this is a cool freaking figure. I don't need it though. But for the people who have it in their collections, when we get to tour around and see, like, this is the reason we watch the collection tour videos, because stuff like this pops up in people's stuff, right? So I think this year I've actually been the happiest with the exclusive options that Hot Toys has come out with for this show, because I think they're cool, they're unique to the show, they've got some presence, they're objectively good figures. But if I miss them, I don't feel like I lost in the same way that I felt like I lost on not being able to get a Bucky Barnes, right? Like, I wanted a Winter Soldier, I missed the line, got screwed. Now I just don't get that figure. But like, that should be one that should be more available, in my opinion, for people.
Yeah,
these are the exclusives. They're real ones.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Right, they should have came out with at least a sculpted on that one. Same with the Anakin, for those that wanted that one, the one we just looked at, but in a sculpted version. I know people were kind of questioning why didn't that have a sculpted. So yeah, there's obviously, as they usually do, Hot Toys has some questionable choices in their figures, and I don't know, maybe there is a plan for it. Maybe they do, because they are going to release a Dark Side Anakin that's going to be more readily available with sculpted hair. I don't know, maybe that was part of it, or similar to, I know when we discussed Artisan Winter Soldier, maybe they're going to release a Thunderbolts version, and that's going to have sculpted hair. Granted, that's not exactly the Winter Soldier version, but I'm just speculating. Maybe those are the reasons why they made those decisions for those artists.
It's going to be funny when we see a sculpted Anakin light side version. It's going to have more premium materials than the Artisan version. Watch.
Yeah, dude.
Have real leather.
Leather material.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, leather. Yeah. Now with real leather material. Yeah. That's man. That's what I'm saying. Like I was saying about the Artisan. And of course we saw that T800 has leather, and that's not Artisan, obviously, but that's just a newer figure that has that. So I hear you, man. I definitely hear you. That's definitely a possibility.
And I think the theories you guys had on other Star Wars figures that we might see again, like I heard Yoda, I think Farm Boy Luke, maybe a couple of those. I still think those are definitely in the pipeline. I think we will get those again, but I hope it's not at a show in a way like this that makes it so hard to get some of those mainstays if you want to trade them.
Oh, they better not. If they were to redo the 2.0s for the New Hope movie, and putting those as exclusive, bro, the backlash would just be insane, man. I mean, can you imagine like a regular Han Solo, being exclusive, like limited to like 1,000 pieces?
Yeah.
Even Farm Boy Luke, like that's probably the oldest looking figure in my display now. And I mean, he's still a great figure.
I think he still looks good, man. I think it holds up.
Yeah, he's still fun. He's still fun, but he's probably the oldest looking one now, I think, in the display. So maybe my Neo Matrix figure, but he's pretty old looking now at this point too, but it's still cool.
Yeah, I was gonna to Mario's point. And we're already kind of seeing that backlash with Galen Erso. I know. We talked on this on Hot Talk last the previous episode. And yeah, people were pissed about that. That was the first time we saw that character, right? And I understand. I wasn't gonna get the figure either way, but I understand where people are coming from who want that figure. And then I kind of mentioned, well, again, going back to Ben, what we were talking about, like Artisan, Winter Soldier. Maybe they have plans for another Galen in the future. Maybe they're going to release another version that a different look. Eddie mentioned earlier, like the long hair Galen Erso, or different, like a farmer Erso.
They can put him in Imperial officer uniform also, like he was previously in that flashback. So, I mean, Jin had a couple looks. There's no reason why her daddy can't. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, I still think we're going to see another version of him, and then. Then I pose the question: are we going to see him in Andor season 2? And if we do, then bam, there's another opportunity for another version of a Galen there. So
they make figures this time from Andor.
That's true. Yeah, good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
The exclusives are also a cool way to gauge like what collectors are going to say about them, right? Like when they're exclusive, they're a little bit more sought after in a way, but also it still gets the conversation going. If we all say, "Oh man, thank God Galen Erso is a limited release because I wouldn't want him," but if everybody's like, "Oh, I'd want him," like I feel like a better chance. Same thing with concept art figures, right? Remember we saw that like Black Panther concept art figure like a while back that looked like a Transformer, and everybody was like, "What the hell is this? Like, who is this for? What? Like, nobody wants this." And as a result, I feel like we've seen no other kind of representation that looks like that. But this Maul, if people are after it and it sells out quick, we might see other Star Wars concept art figures as well, which could be cool. I think our hype can start lines if we're not careful. Start those holes. Somebody said everybody looks like they got nice holes earlier before I got on. I was like, that sounds weird.
What? I didn't hear that. Yeah, I didn't hear that one. Yeah. Was that on this stream or were you watching another stream?
It might have been Jedi Nate's watch. It was between streams.
Okay.
Dude, Ben, if you start
liking holes, I'm like,
if you start doing like McQuarrie concept art from the original trilogy, I will be upset. I would be very upset. Oh yeah.
Why? Why would you be upset at that?
From the original trilogy?
Yeah.
From original trilogy concept art?
Yeah. Why would you be upset that?
I think the original trilogy is probably more beloved. I would say that at my age, of course. I mean, but for me personally, I mean, that's where it all started, man. I mean, Ralph McQuarrie, from A New Hope, that's where everything, popped off from, man. So to see those original concept designs, be, to show up in physical form in a figure, that's a big deal, man. I mean, they've done it before in smaller scale. Hasbro's done it before.
Yeah. Wait, are you saying you wouldn't want to see that, or you would want to see that?
No, I would not want to see them limited.
Limited. Okay, sorry. 100%. I thought you were saying you don't want to see them at all.
I'd want to. No, don't get me wrong. Because I think that would be more. I think that line would be more in demand. And to keep put that behind like a limited exclusivity, that would be a huge mistake. I'd be upset if they did that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mentioned it before, and I'm sure some of you also did it. It's kind of hard. I'm all for everyone wanting to get a figure, the figure that they want, right? And some of you feel the same way. But the question is then, obviously Hot Toys or these retailers, I should say, they don't want any of these figures just sitting there for ones that aren't as popular. So then the question is, how many do they make, right? If they don't make them limited, they still have to cap it, because if they make too many, then they're just going to be sitting around. So then it's like, how many do you make of each figure? And it's hard to tell and hard to gauge that which one's going to be popular, which one's going to pick up. So
I just wish they would do then timed releases like Mondo does then. This is your window. You get as many figures as get ordered in that window. It still creates a limited amount of them that exist, because if you don't buy them, they don't make them. But then if you still want it, you have a window in which to obtain it. I still think for me that is a better way of doing limited. Otherwise, you ultimately piss people off. And again, Hot Toys collecting isn't supposed to be for everybody. The part of the fun of collecting is maybe getting something in your display that not everybody has. So I get that. Yeah. But still, you'd still feel that way if you were doing limited windows, right? So unlike Mondo, though, don't go back and revisit the same figure and just add 1 or 2 extra accessories and it's like, new release. That pisses people off too. But
yeah, it does. Yeah. for those exclusive collectors out there.
And don't reopen your window like Inart did the first time around. Fuck those guys.
Was that Inart that did that, or was that the actual resellers that did that? I think it was
Inart. Oh, it might have been you're right. That's true.
I think it was the resellers, man, because Inart didn't really. Yeah.
You're right. It was the resellers that opened it up again, and then they were like, "Yeah, what the hell?" Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, another point on this too is that we can bring Michael back, see if we can hear us now. That
yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, yeah.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
It's like that Rogers commercial. You guys remember that Rogers commercial back in the day where he's in the elevator?
Jewelers?
Hello.
No.
Oh, you guys are in the States. Rogers is a phone company in Canada. I forgot. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh, it was Verizon. For
nobody has seen this commercial.
Yeah.
No, we had Verizon. We had the dude walking around in the cornfield. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Same idea. Same idea.
Yeah.
We can totally have a drinking game for how many times Mike has dropped in and out of the stream, dude.
I know, right? Yeah.
Look
at least he's trying. Michael? That's dedication.
Yeah. Michael, can you hear us?
I'm just late for him too.
Can you hear us? No.
Can you
hear us?
We can't hear you.
Okay.
Are you talking, Mike?
He gives up. Don't smash your shit, man.
No, now we can't hear him. Yeah. It's issues. Another thing I was going to mention too is, just like people were saying about anytime another Iron Man comes out or a Spider-Man, like, damn, another Iron Man, another Spider-Man, or even Joker or Batman, another one of those. And I didn't really hear many people mention that with the Vader, though. I didn't really hear anybody say like, oh, damn, another Vader. So I don't know if there's some bias there, but where I was going to go with that is, we see going back to companies making variants and just doing multiples of a certain figure. I mentioned before, obviously, and others have mentioned it too, that's how Hot Toys makes their money, right? That's on their most popular characters, right? They're going to put out variants of those, multiple iterations, multiple variants, and have that steady cash flow coming in of things that they know will do well until it just doesn't anymore. But, that doesn't really, going back to cheapening the brand, I don't really see that as an issue because, again, I know a lot of toy companies do that, right? We see that for those of you that collect Marvel Legends, they put out multiple Iron Mans, Wolverines, which I have a bunch of myself, Tamashii Nations, SH Fig Arts, multiple variations of Goku from Dragon Ball Z, McFarlane, multiple versions of Batman. So there's like a lot of companies who just make multiple versions of their go-to figure, right? Because they know that's what's going to sell for the time being. Until it doesn't, then they'll have to kind of come up with something else or reinvent the wheel, basically figure out some other way to make that figure sell. And the Vader or this Maul is a good way to do that. So I can kind of see that where that's coming from, and that perspective, and getting that the money where they can. People see it as a cash grab. Then others say, every figure is a cash grab because they're trying to make that money. And then to what Ben brought up earlier about, people, the collectors who were saying like, well, if they're making this, they could have made something else instead. I don't think that takes away from those unique figures because I think we're still getting those. These figures are just kind of to bring in additional income in the meantime. Because, for Hot Toys specifically, we got that, the character, I forget his name, from Squid Games, right? That came out of nowhere. I don't think anybody saw that coming. That one version of Kamen Rider, the two versions, actually. I mean, I know they did a Black Sun, but that was kind of interesting to see those two. And I forget there was another one where Mr. Freeze. I don't think anyone, we kind of predicted because of Batman and Robin figures, but we actually got a Mr. Freeze. So there's some figures that they're doing that people would like to see. They're just not doing all the figures that everybody would like to see, right? They still have to be kind of selective on what they do. But
I feel like if a company doesn't have ways to have some slush money in their accounts so that they can take some level of risk with characters people might decide not to buy, then they're not being smart either. So like if it's a cash grab, I feel like it's more of just they know what they've got and why wouldn't they sell it? I've always one argument that does sometimes piss me off is when people say, if you don't like it, don't buy it. And it relates to something a little different. I was going to say, if you don't like it, don't buy it in the sense of you don't have to buy the redone things, the extra, Stormtroopers, the Iron Mans. You don't have to buy those. You can just let them go. When I hate when people say it, though, when it's about a character that they're like, well, if you don't think it looks like the figure, then don't buy it. But if people are excited about that representation and they were disappointed, then I still think not buying it's not the right choice. So I digress. Point is, if you don't like this, you don't have to buy it. If you don't like a reissued version of the Darth Vader, you definitely don't have to buy it. But I don't think it diminishes the brand. They are still a toy company after all, kind of like what you said, Feezy.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. Yeah, anyone else got any thoughts on that? Just that whole concept and variants and anything that we were discussing?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yeah.
All right, Ben, you were saying, and I popped out of here. You were saying something about Rogers.
Yeah, you remember Rogers cell phone companies?
Well, I live 20 minutes from Canada.
Oh yeah.
I'm in Detroit. Sometimes when I do an update of my software on my iPhone,
yeah,
Rogers shows up. Yeah, I'm like, what are you doing here? And then eventually, my provider pops up, but I've had Rogers pop up on my phone many times because we're so close to Canada.
Same thing with me, except that it's Verizon that pops up on mine, and every time it does that, I'm like, oh shit, I'm roaming, and you immediately got to stick that thing in, airplane mode.
You do, because it talks about the minutes and stuff. I'm like, oh shit, Exactly. It's funny.
Are Rogers and Verizon like two arms of the same?
I think it's pretty much the same company, yeah.
But I'm not with Verizon. And
if they're doing,
it happened with AT&T and also with Comcast that Xfinity that I'm with now. I've never been on it. It's happened with two other ones too as well. So I don't know. It's crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yep. But like I said, we're so close, man. It's just a river across.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're up north, right there. Yeah, that's right.
As a matter of fact, you can get there by bridge or tunnel, and they're about to complete a second bridge named after Gordie Howe, the hockey Red Wing champion. So they're going to.
You were in Michigan? Was it Michigan? You said?
Yeah, Detroit. Yeah. I'm downtown
Detroit. Yeah. So I went to the outlet mall in Michigan the one time, and it's right off a road called 69 Big Beaver Road, and that road name still makes me laugh every time.
Yes,
69 Big Beaver.
Big Beaver. Big Beaver is also I believe that's also called 15 Mile Road. So we have 8
Nobody likes a Big Beaver. Nobody.
No.
Well, I shouldn't speak for everybody.
Yeah.
No, he's right. There is a Big Beaver. There's a Big Beaver here. Yep.
Hate to see it.
All right, Ben. You gotta go. Yep. I appreciate you coming through, popping in. Yeah, man. Yeah, of course. The link's always there. So anytime you're able to make it, feel free. But I appreciate you coming through. I know you. It's a rare sight, so yeah, appreciate it, man.
And if I can interject real quick, man, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. I wish the stream tonight my iPad was acting better, but it's a pleasure to finally meet you, Ben.
Hell yeah, man! Come on, let's get nuts at some point. I'm gonna be back on Sunday. Sure. If you're around Sunday, let me know and we'll bring you on. But most of the guys here have had a chance to join me there, and they help me in my streams too all the time. I love these guys. So, and the chat, it's good to see you guys as always. Hope you had a fun evening.
Yep, let's get nuts. Like you said on Sunday, friend of the channel, so be sure to check out his channel in my friends of the channel section. And if you haven't already, show him some love and see what he's all about. Thanks again, Ben. Appreciate you coming through, man.
All right, later, boys.
Yeah, man. Have a good night, dude.
Right on.
All right. Anyone else got anything on Concept Maul here before we go on to the
but I'm digging this mood lighting that Proffi got going on though. Look at that.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
I used to do this like back when I was collecting weekly.
That's tight.
And it's been a minute since I tried this, so so I still need to tweak it.
Late night with Proffi. What up?
Yeah, because I really like how it totally blacks. The blacks are rich black, and then you have this.
Yeah.
It adds that contrast to it. Yeah, it looks cool.
It's like those from the shadows. 80s portraits, where you got the face going this way, and then you're up here going this way.
I know, right?
Watch it.
From the shadows. Yeah, what up, Tremble Dust? Thank you for coming through. From the shadows, Proffi. Yeah. Man, you're still up too.
Yeah.
Man, it's late for you, but appreciate you coming through, man. All right. So that was again Concept Art Darth Maul, Star Wars Celebration exclusive 1,000 units there, then 1,500 in select markets. So be on the lookout for that one if you're interested. But gentlemen, viewers, we are good with figures. We got through those, some really good discussions on that one, man. Went longer than I thought on some of those, but Beam, I know you're up for this, but are you guys? I know it's already late, so no worries. You got a dip. But anyone else up for a round of Feezy's 20?
Oh,
do you
shit.
have one in mind?
Yeah. Let's go.
Sure, why not?
All right. We got two. Hell yeah, there's 3. Dave, you good?
Yeah.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, here we go. So, Feezy's 20. For those of you who aren't familiar, it's just 20 questions. My panelists here have 20 yes or no questions to guess the figure. More like 19 questions, and then their final one has to be what the figure is. If they guess wrong, so if they guess what the figure is and it's wrong, then game over. So they can't ask questions like, does it sound like, or does it rhyme with, does it start with this letter, anything like that. No honor system, so no Googling and no chats. So close your chats. You can go to the private chat, but just close the comment chats of the people watching. So no looking there. No, of course, no Googling chat. If you want to play along, you can throw out some suggestions of questions for the panelists, and I can bring those up. But if you also want to throw out your what you think the figure is, you can play amongst yourselves. I just won't bring up your guesses, obviously, so I won't spoil it for the panelists here. Let me see here. So I count 2.0s as two.
One quick second.
Yes,
I'll be right back.
Yes, sir. So I count 2.0s as separate figures, just because that could change the answer to a question. So there's that. These are all the figure I have. It is an announced. A released Hot Toys figure. You can ask questions like, you can be general, like, is it an Iron Man, or is it a Batman? But to narrow it down, but you will have to specify in the end, like, which version of that figure it is, if it's one of those figures. I think that's about it. I think I covered it on that. But let me bring up the questions here. There we go at the stage. All right, gentlemen, with that, without further ado, go ahead and start it off. Let's go. Whenever you're ready.
Well,
All
how do you want to narrow it
guys,
down?
I want to narrow it down like always. Usually want to break it down either if it's Marvel, if it's Star Wars, or if it's Batman. Do you guys want to put all that, like, oh no, we can't say Disney, or can we? I mean, if you say Disney, then it's either Marvel or Star Wars, or it could be something else.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? You think we should just go with that approach, or just go directly if it's one of the?
No, you always want to narrow it down from the wider. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then that's Then you guys mind if I ask?
Yeah,
go ahead, man. Because
Okay,
I'm in the back of the pack, scared shitless, looking behind us.
What?
With Eddie Kasprak right here.
Man, these Feezy's 20, man. That's like going hunting for predator. This shit is dangerous.
All right. Is this Star Wars related?
Yes.
All right.
Oh man. All right.
Well, let's narrow it down further. Is it from a movie?
Oh, don't you dare. If you throw us off by screwing up, I swear to God, Feezy, I swear.
Technically not, but a version of this is.
Well, the figure itself, I mean, is from a movie, right? I mean, the MMS or TMS or whatever it is actually.
Whether or not.
Is that what you're referring to? The line?
Yeah. This figure, whatever the character this figure represents,
designation.
Is it a movie or is it a show? Is it a movie?
Like, is it an MMS you mean, or a TMS? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah. Is it? Yeah.
Okay, then. Yeah. So it is. To answer your question, yes, it isn't a move from a movie MMS. Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
So it's from a movie.
So it's Star Wars.
It's from a movie.
And it's from a movie.
It's MMS.
Does it rhyme with? No.
Does it sound like? Yeah.
Should we break down the era, or should we just start asking?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Human.
Well, I mean, that's also good too.
You got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can break it up into the trilogy.
Now, Feezy, can we just ask one general question to phase up or to sum up which trilogy it came from, or do we have to specifically say ask each one individually?
No, you can generalize. You can, as long as it's a yes or no question, you can.
No, it's not. It won't be. It won't be yes or no.
You can only ask yes.
It'll be specific. I was going to ask you, like, is it from original, or is it from sequels, or is it from prequels?
Oh yeah, you can ask a question like that, but I mean, it would have to be in the yes or no question form.
Oh, but it's not. The answer wouldn't be yes or no. That's what I'm saying. If I can ask all three, one question,
yeah, it would have to be individual. Yeah,
you gotta,
You could do or, you know, I think I forgot who was mentioned last time they asked this question, you know, is it this or this, right? And then that's a yes or no question, and then that can help you narrow it down. So that's a little tip there.
Really, yes or no. I mean, if this or that doesn't really result in yes or no, it's one of them.
Well, because if I say yes, right, then it can be one of those or both. If I say no, then it's neither of those.
Yeah, like if we ask if it's the original trilogy or prequel, and he says yes, then we know it's one of those two eras.
And for example, if I were to say no, then you know it would be the sequel trilogy, right? Process of elimination, or something else. So like you would just rule those two out immediately if I said no. That's just an example there.
Okay, all right.
So again, if it's yes or no, then the yes or no question, that still works.
All right, let me.
We could ask if it's from a trilogy, and that would, you know.
Yeah, because there's one floating movie that's animated. You know. So let's start narrowing it down by character or whatever like that. That's by species. So is it a human?
Yes.
All right.
Is it? Ooh. What will be more narrow or more wide than that? Is it Jedi?
No.
Okay.
Is it considered a clone?
No.
Okay.
Is it from the prequel era?
I
can't answer that.
What the?
Why? It's an MMS figure.
Can't answer that.
You people don't understand why this game drives me crazy.
Why can't you answer that?
Because
it's
not specified.
Well, if it's in a movie, is it
under the MMS number? It is.
Let me tell you something. Beams are only hope.
This
guy seems to get us out. Go Beam. We're gonna die if you don't help.
Is it original trilogy?
Again, a version of this is, but not directly.
No, but the actual MMS number that you're thinking of is specified for a specific movie.
Yeah,
right?
is he representing a certain movie?
Version?
Oh my! I don't.
Does this character use a lightsaber? We could ask that.
You want it? Is that going to be your question?
I'm going to be surprised if
we ask if the character uses a lightsaber.
I will be.
No, that's a better question than mine. I actually asked that would have been a better question. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Right, is this male or female?
What was that about a lightsaber?
Does not use a lightsaber.
It does not use a lightsaber. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is male or female character?
So it's human.
Oh, you gotta ask whether or not is human.
Did we
yeah, we already asked. Yeah, he said it's human.
Did we signify sex yet?
No.
No.
That. Yeah, is it a male?
Yes.
Male or female?
All right. And you said no lightsaber, correct?
No lightsaber.
Okay, so we, of course, because we know it's not a Jedi. That's right. We already asked that question, didn't we, or something like that?
A dude in a movie with no lightsaber.
I mean, that's a lot of people.
So okay, I'll ask then. Oh wait, what was that?
That Hot Toys is made.
Yeah, that Hot Toys is made.
And that's a lot of people.
So I'll say Is it from the original trilogy?
Again, a version of this is. But you're repeating the question, so I'm gonna repeat the answer. But this one is not. That should be a clue right there. Yeah, that should be a clue. I can't specify because it's not indicated.
So a male character would be considered a scoundrel?
That's your question to me?
Yeah.
A scoundrel.
Has he been
give me an example
of well, that's a very specific.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, in that case, it's not. This figure's not called a scoundrel. Wouldn't be referred to as a scoundrel.
No, has been referred to by another character as a scoundrel.
Oh, no. Still no.
No? All right.
Okay.
What were you thinking?
And if it was,
I was thinking Han Solo from either the Solo movie or the original trilogy, or Lando.
If it were Han, I would have Vader. That would have been too easy. I would choke Feezy if it was Han.
I encourage you guys, to just talk out loud, talk amongst yourselves, kind of bounce ideas.
So, do we want to ask specifically which movies then? Because asking the era isn't helping, or asking the trilogy.
Well,
the version of it is the original trilogy. So, and here, did we already ask if it was prequels?
Yeah,
he won't answer it.
I asked that.
He won't answer.
Or they'll probably ask him that.
Yeah. So then.
I mean, my hands are cuffed. I don't know.
I mean, he's from a movie. He's an MMS. He's got to be from a specific movie, right?
Well, there are some figures that came out that represented the entire series or entire trilogy.
Oh, I don't know about those.
The only ones that I can think of that was like that was just like an R2D2.
Right.
R2 was representative of the entire original trilogy. But as far as human,
well, what human males are there without lightsabers?
Unless it's Boba Fett or something like that. I mean, that spans across multiple trilogies
But Boba's also a clone.
Yeah.
Huh? Boba is a clone.
Yeah, and you said no clone.
Right. Boba is a clone. Yeah.
General saying, getting out of the way now. Does it look like a regular sized man? Regular sized man, yeah. Does the fig have 5 toes?
But there are other. Well, no.
Rents. Is it a figure that Mario sold?
Is the character in the sequel trilogy?
Is the character somehow in the sequel trilogy?
Well, Lando's in the sequels, and he's in the original.
Did Feezy answer the question?
But Hot Toys didn't make a secondary one of Lando, and they've only made one Lando.
Yeah. Fuck. This one's hard.
How many
layers? Yeah, we'll say this is a challenging one, but I figured.
How many human men have they made that aren't clones that didn't have lightsabers?
That spanned all 3?
And it's not Han Solo because he's a scoundrel.
But are we assuming that they spanned all 3 trilogies?
No, he didn't say that. He just said multiple.
He didn't say that.
All 3.
Okay.
Yeah, again, a version of this character is.
And that's where it's unfair, dude, because you're
okay.
Clone is a version, right?
So you're saying a version
that's what I'm saying.
of the. Hold on a second. You're saying a version of the character's been in all 3, then, right?
Not in
all 3.
all 3
trilogies.
Original trilogy. All 3 are in the original trilogy, but this figure is not. That should be a hint right there.
There's no what?
Wait, repeat
is not. So a version of this figure has been, or this character this figure is based on has been in the OT, but this particular figure has not. This representation of this figure is not.
Well, yeah, we're not asking about the character, we're asking about the figure. So if the figure hasn't been in the original trilogy,
why could you answer if it was from prequels or sequels or original trilogy?
Because it's not labeled with a particular one, with a particular.
It's not.
You'll see. It'll make sense when you get it. I don't want to give it away because you'll see when you if you get it, then you'll see why. You'll see what I'm talking about. But that's a big clue right there. That should be a big clue on the possibilities.
Released, right?
Yes.
I'm trying not to. Yeah, it's already released, but I'm trying not to give away too much. But I'm also trying to not lead you guys astray here.
So what's a figure that's been released?
This is a hard mode, though. This is a hard mode one.
Determined to be in a specific movie, but it still is an MMS.
Exactly. What does that mean?
It's an MMS. You said.
What do you think? What do you think? Chat, help him out.
Is it an
exclusive? If he's not a clone, then it's not
supposed to look at the chat.
No, I'm telling them so I can bring up their suggested questions for you guys. But you're right. Yeah, you can't look at the chat. So I'm asking like chat to help them.
So in my head right now, I'm thinking.
Here's the thing. I'm wondering if the chat is screaming at him. We don't know.
It's a male.
It's a male human that does not wield a lightsaber, and the particular figure itself is not from the original trilogy.
Right.
Okay.
It's not
or is it from the original trilogy? It just doesn't specify.
No, the figure he said is not in the original trilogy. The specific figure he's talking about does
right.
not represent the original trilogy. Okay.
Okay.
So the prequels,
Lando.
we had Anakin, but we had Qui-Gon. Well, Maul's not considered a human.
There was no version of Qui-Gon in the original
prequels.
trilogy,
Yeah, there was. No. I would say.
But there's a. Oh, wait a minute! Wait. Because there's that Mythos version of Vader, right? It's got the Anakin sculpt, but he's all fucked up from battle damage.
But it's not released yet. That figure's not released.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Shit.
The figure has to be released.
And to reiterate, I said the version of this figure is in OT, not in the prequels.
The version is in the OT, not the prequels.
Mm. So Tarkin.
Is it a droid? Trimble's throwing out there. Is the character part of the Imperial Order? Another suggestion there. Ooh. Kevin Collectibles, thank you for coming through. Says, does the character wear a cape? There's another suggestion. Renzo with does his figure fly now?
I'm kind of thinking Director Krennic, if we can I don't want to ask that specifically, but
was there a version of him in the OT?
No.
Luke Tattoo,
there wouldn't
good
have been.
guy or bad guy?
Good guy or bad guy?
They've only made one Tarkin.
Mm-hmm. But he said the figure. But he said the figure that we're talking about is not in the original trilogy, which is weird. Right. But it's from the original trilogy.
A version of him.
A version. Yep.
A version.
What does a version mean?
A version of him was not in the original trilogy.
Exactly.
No, it was.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
A version of him was.
Okay.
Okay, so the males that we got for the figures that were actually released that I know offhand from my own collection. Mm-hmm. All right, we got Luke, Farm Boy Luke, we got Han, we got Obi-Wan, we have Tarkin, we had Luke and Han in Stormtrooper disguise. I don't know if that's gonna be a thing or not. Well, I'm just talking males now. Luke Snowspeeder gear. We had Lando. We had Luke Endor. What else did we have in Jedi? We already had any Jedi that's.
But it's not a Jedi though, because the person doesn't have a lightsaber.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a lightsaber. So there's no lightsaber. It's a human guy.
But those are the only guys. Yeah, those are the only guys that are in the original trilogy collection that I know of. That.
Well, Farm Boy Luke doesn't come with a lightsaber, right?
Yeah, he does.
Does he?
Yeah.
But this figure, whatever version of this figure this isn't designated as original trilogy, even though the character himself was in the original trilogy.
Right.
So that really doesn't help us. What fucking?
Should we ask? Should we ask to break it down and see whether or not if it's in the sequel trilogy either?
We got enough questions left. Go ahead and ask it.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So is this character also in the sequel trilogy or not?
Again, a version of this character is, but this one is not.
What the fuck?
A version of this character.
Palpatine's another one. Palpatine is another one, but he had a lightsaber.
He did.
Yeah, so Palpatine can't count.
Yeah, because I asked if he used a lightsaber. And he said no.
Yeah.
Because the one that came out is from the Clone Wars, but he has 2 lightsabers.
Yep. The original with the chair?
Yeah, but he said the figure is done in the original trilogy.
Oh. Here, Pedro is throwing out a hint here. Overthinking.
Overthinking. Probably, yeah. Probably overthinking.
Well, but how many dudes are there, though, that don't use lightsabers?
We're going to do a
Exactly. That should be a big hint right there, in addition to what I gave you.
But you said there's no clones either. Boba Fett's considered a clone. I was going to say Boba Fett.
Boba Fett is a clone.
That's true.
So he doesn't count. So he's not the answer.
I was thinking Jango, but Jango's not in the original trilogy.
Unless you want to say that Boba is a version of Jango, which is fucked up, Feezy. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If that's the answer, that's fucked up.
Knowing Feezy.
Watch it be even more fucked up. The fact that it's an actual accessory. It's a Luke Skywalker baby that comes with the Kenobi set. Watch.
Is this character on the side of the rebels?
No.
So we got 10 left. So a version of this character was in the sequels, was in the original trilogy.
Palpatine, Leia.
Now I'm thinking it might be Jango.
Jango wasn't in the sequels.
What's Palpatine's actor's name?
Chief Palpatine.
Because who else has a version of themselves? That doesn't even make sense. Like you are, you are not. You can't be a version of you.
We're talking Hot Toys here.
Right? It's going to get incredibly controversial when this answer comes out.
Right. We're going to be kicking ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They didn't make Lobot.
No.
But also, he wasn't anywhere else, right?
It better not be a Stormtrooper, dude. Just a generic Stormtrooper.
Oh, shit. It is, isn't it?
Trimble Dust was his character in Rebel 1. Also say, I don't know if you saw this, is his character related to a Jedi, then Blue Tattoo's good guy or bad guy. That was his suggestion.
From which point of view?
We're not on the side of the rebels, so is this character in white armor?
Yes.
Goddamn Stormtrooper. You son of a bitch.
But like that's it. If it is, that's just no, man.
No, that's.
If you're gonna get us on a technicality, dude, that's messed up.
That's. I mean, there's millions of Stormtroopers. It's not like you're defining. You're not like you're defining one character.
But it's not. It does. It's. I got an MMS designation, but it's not tied to it. To a trilogy.
Well, we don't know if that's the answer yet.
Does that mean the answer? No, because that's not. Well, the friggin' Geisha Trooper is released, right?
Where's white armor? But Stormtroopers aren't in the sequels. Those are First Order troopers.
First Order Stormtroopers.
Whatever. That's true.
That's
Did it actually say First Order Stormtroopers, or was it just First Order troopers?
Nope, it says First Order Stormtroopers.
Okay. Because there were Imperial Stormtroopers and then First Order Stormtroopers.
But they weren't in the prequels though.
No, nope. They were still clones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh. Man.
Well, what Stormtroopers have been released that aren't the Cherry Blossom Trooper isn't associated with a movie, right? Is that an MMS designation? I don't remember.
Not that I know of.
No.
Well, what do they designate those weird ones like the porcelain trooper and stuff. If it's not like an MMS or if it's not like a concept.
The bargain bin.
There you go on your bullshit.
I'm telling you, when we get the answer, man, there's going to be a village of tortures. You remember at the end of Frankenstein? Remember at the end of Frankenstein, the whole village with torches came and burned that motherfucker down? We're going to do that.
Yeah.
Get ready to light them torches. If that answer is convoluted,
we'll discuss. We can discuss.
Okay. So you said the last question you answered said they wear armor, right?
Yeah. Beam's question is, does this
white armor
character figure white armor?
Yeah, where's white armor?
It was yes.
If we're going to get out of this, Beams.
So see, Stormtrooper.
Beam is the best.
This figure have a light up backdrop base.
Stand by. Let me see here.
Beam saves us every time. That's why he's in the front of the line. I'm in the back here, shitless, and black guys always get killed first.
No, does not have a light up.
Not base. A horror movie.
Yes, it is. I'm scared to death right now.
So he doesn't have a light up base?
No.
Does the figure come with a human portrait, human head sculpt?
No.
White armor.
Oh, it's a freaking Stormtrooper. It's a Stormtrooper.
But which Stormtrooper? I don't know. I don't collect Star Wars like that, so I'm pretty well useless right here when it comes to Stormtroopers and what their designation.
I do, and I'm a trooper collector. There's a million.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, and Mario's an expert. A friggin' connoisseur.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Either Han and Luke, Imperial Disguise, but it's not an original trilogy. Finn was another one that had a head sculpt. That's a Stormtrooper. Freaking hell! There's no clones. Some of the clones have head sculpts, but you said it's not a clone.
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell else wears armor?
And never had a lightsaber
version.
And it's not Han because he's a scoundrel.
Well,
or is it just a First Order trooper?
Oh, it is a Stormtrooper.
Because they're a different version. Yeah, they're a different version of a Stormtrooper. And the Stormtrooper version of the First Order trooper.
Iron Man, right? So we could. Is that something we could narrow down to?
Well, how many First Order troopers are there?
A lot.
There's
a standard one. There's the sergeant. There's the snow trooper. There's the heavy gunner one. There's all kinds of different ones, man.
Doomed.
So technically, we could ask if it's a Stormtrooper, right? And it's still not. That would be our guess.
Yeah, that's what Blue's suggesting. Is it a Stormtrooper? He also suggested it released in the past 5 years.
Well,
this is white armor.
Do we have lifelines where we can actually get a bonus from the audience and not lose?
No. I will say though.
I got a question. Does the armor have? See, guys, I want to ask a question because, like, Stormtroopers don't usually have like emblems and stuff. You know, like the Bad Batch has stuff. Is there some way we can kind of figure out what kind of armor this is by asking? Are there any insignias or certain things, like that the one Stormtrooper who has the epaulet or the shoulder pad off one side, just to try and pull out in case it's, I don't know.
There's a pauldron and there's the executioner Stormtrooper had like black shoulder pads.
See that? I mean, asking a question.
Then there's the guy. Then there's like the incinerator trooper, who is just like a different color.
I got a feeling.
Incinerator was TMS though.
That was a TMS, not MMS.
Was it TMS? Or there's like whatever guys it was that have like different coloration. I don't fucking know. Oh man.
Again, there's a version of this was in OT and the sequels, but this specific one is not. You already asked, is it white armor? So you're getting there.
Because Stormtroopers, it's just blank. So if it's white armor and it's a specific Stormtrooper, I don't know. I wouldn't even know how to ask the question.
Dude, if we ask you in general if it's a Stormtrooper, does that kill the game?
No, that counts. Like I said, you can ask a general question like that.
Cool. Yeah, it is.
Okay, then is it a Stormtrooper?
Yes.
It kind of didn't really matter.
I hate you right now, Feezy.
We kind of knew it.
We already.
But
Maybe we should.
I mentioned that.
Does the white armor also have another color on it?
Yes.
There you go.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. It has to have.
Is that color blue?
The only way we're going to get close is to find out some insignia stripes.
Wait. What was it? What was the question again? I didn't hear you.
I asked if the armor had another color on it. He said yes.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
The color was blue.
Blue.
You want to go with that question?
Wait. Blue's 501st Clone Troopers. What other blue are you thinking about?
Dude, PC, we just got done talking about a special trooper. Porcelain?
That's what I was thinking, but like,
no way.
But is that listed as MMS? So that's the question that I had earlier.
I don't know.
Is that an MMS?
Why would it be the porcelain?
Because it's unique, like the other one we were just got done talking about today.
Yeah, it's like.
How does that fall in the pantheon of what he's talking about? It doesn't appear in. Where did he put it? It doesn't appear in
a version of.
Okay,
yeah.
I thought that. I don't even know what that thing.
But if the Porcelain Trooper has an MMS designation, which I don't know why it would, but what other designation is there?
Freaking Star Wars.
It wouldn't have a TMS because it's not in a show.
Oh, I see now about the version.
It wouldn't be CMS because it's not a comic book.
That could be more than.
I don't know.
But also, it's not in a movie, so why would it be an MMS?
So then, okay, then I guess does it have a specific blue pattern to the figure?
Yes.
There you go, Beam.
Then that's it. That's got to be it then.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Beam.
Are we good to go?
Yeah. Might as well.
Is it the porcelain Stormtrooper? Porcelain design Stormtrooper?
Where are we at here? Oh, I got to present. It is the porcelain Stormtrooper. There we go. Oh, I got to remove this. There we go.
I tell you, Beam.
There we go.
It was an MMS designation. Wow.
Yep. MMS 401. It's just labeled Star Wars. It's just labeled Star Wars. There's no original trilogy, no
that
sequel. That
MMS really screwed the pooch.
Yeah.
we got out of it. We got out of it alive.
Yep. Yeah. So it's just
there's some blood, but I'm
there's some blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Xman was on. He was on the right track. He got on there with that cherry blossom and that representation there. So I was trying to keep a poker face here, but I
thought it was that one because it was released at the thing, so that could have been it. Oh man.
Yeah.
Cherry blossom.
Yeah.
No, it's still not even up yet. So
yeah, I don't think it's out yet.
But it's released at the
but it's technically not up for sale yet. I guess they can't go.
No,
buy
it. I don't think it's at the store. If that's what you're thinking, I think it's only available at Star Wars Celebration, which is in like
that's what I'm saying.
Weeks,
that's
right?
still that's happening right now, right?
No.
It's like
it's not. Okay.
A week and a half.
I just figured out.
I thought it was happening right now.
A good name for these. Yeah, because they're bathroom fixtures, they could be IKEA Stormtroopers.
Yeah, they could be.
Well, my mind went to the diorama based ones because those are MMS too.
I was trying to crack a joke, but I actually went over like a fart in church. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. So for those of you that weren't aware, every time we mention the Porcelain Trooper, this is the one that we're talking about here. Came out in 2017 is when this one was released. But
I keep
this would be a
forgetting
good
how
pairing.
dense the pattern is.
Right?
It is quite dense. There's a lot of foliage there.
Yeah, I didn't notice this either, but it's cool that it has like a little mini
wheels
AT here in the back, on the back of the helmet. Let me see if there's a close-up shot here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the gears or whatever that stuff is.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome! I didn't realize that was on the back of that helmet.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah.
It's pretty
all these
dope.
fine details. Yeah, this does look pretty cool. I can see why people like it now. For those who got it.
You know what these are good for. I don't have to tell you again.
Yeah.
Wait, are those palm trees? Are those palm trees next to the AT-ATs?
I think so.
Then that's a Rogue One figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like palm trees here.
And I was referring to getting laid, not the kitchen there, Feezy. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I mean like on the dinner table. Going back to setting the mood with your wandering earth there, putting them in the middle of the dinner table there and light them up.
Oh yeah.
You got the good time out.
Yeah. Get that kimono stormtrooper on there also. Yeah, baby.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, you guys got there, man. You guys. I know it was a tough one. It was hard. This was a hard mode, but you guys got there. I figured you guys would.
Well, yeah. Listen, if Beam wasn't here, I would have been a lot more. You think I was scared that I would have been really frightened.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't have given this one to you, Michael. Yeah, this would have been.
Oh no, you know I would have survived it.
Yeah. No, but you guys. Man. Yeah, Xman coming up there. Yeah, with the thought of the good call and the suggestions there as far as like the cherry blossoms. But yeah, I can see where I'm coming from. Where this is kind of hard to designate. I can't say this is from a movie because it's obviously technically not. But I figured I picked this one because we were all talking about. We kept coming up in streams and cherry blossoms, so I thought this would be a good one to pick and to show people what we were referring to on this one here. Oh, here it is. Here's a closer shot of the.
There we go. Nice. Yep.
I don't know. Yeah, there's a technicality here somewhere. We'll figure
it is. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Beam knows, being on this side of it, how you got to be careful how you answer the questions, because then you can lead your panelists astray.
Well, we won, so that's all that matters.
You did, yeah. So again, you got there. It was tough, but you guys got it.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for playing. Thanks all the chat,
you got it, pal.
Panelists. Yep. I know it's late, so real quick, go around the clock. Proffi, got anything you want to plug? Thanks again, man, for coming through, even though you're not feeling 100%. So I appreciate you.
No, for sure, man. Thanks for having me on. This was fun. And I was about to head out, but when you said Feezy's 20, I'm like, nah, I gotta stay. I love these games, dude.
So, okay.
You glad you did now?
Hell yeah,
dude.
It was nice.
Nice,
Feel better now. Play anything? I mean, we got LWO, I think. I don't know who. I don't know where, but yeah. Other than that, no, man, just hanging out, dude.
Just chilling. Okay.
Chilling.
Yeah, like I mentioned, I still owe you. I know you asked, so I still owe you a special edition of Feezy's 20 on LWO when you host. So let me know.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, definitely. I think I'll be on Victoria's Cantina. I think next Friday. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about a figure for Feezy's 20 that'll be. I think it'll be difficult to get. Okay. I don't know if anybody here will be able to get it, but
so you want to be the one that's like.
Well, I just thought of it. What I want to do,
gotcha.
I can like shoot it by you, see what you think of it.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah, we can talk. Don't tell me yet, in case either you want to be the person giving the figure, or do you want to guess? So we'll discuss more. But yeah, man. So Darth Proffi, El Professoro, he's a friend of the channel, so you'll find his YouTube channel in my friends of the channel section. So be sure to check him out. I know he's kind of been. Kind of keeping it low recently, but I know he'll get back into it. He's starting to pick up a little bit. So, but just keep a look out on his stuff. Keep it locked on his channel. So thanks again, Proffi.
Yeah, new lighting.
Yeah, and the new lighting. Oh, the late night lighting. Xman Supreme. Dave, anything you want to plug? Anything you got going on?
Nah, I think Canon Council's happening on Friday this week.
Yes, sir. Yep.
I'm gonna be there for that, but other than that, that's pretty much it.
All right, yeah. Show, thanks again for coming through, man. Appreciate you joining us when you can. S Beam, Superior Beam. Anything you got going on? Anything you want to plug?
Hit that like button for Feezy. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you're watching on the replay, whatever. I'm still working on my
enhance
Supergirl and Batgirl video.
Nice.
Nice.
Stay tuned for that one. Blue let me borrow his
Fly Girl.
Blue let me borrow his in-art 4-pack Joker. So
no.
Expect a video of that pretty soon. Hopefully pretty soon. Hopefully I don't screw it up or anything.
Sneak peek. Yeah.
So yeah,
you bought it.
We definitely do. I got the 2-pack, so hopefully if I do break anything, it's something I can replace.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I just waiting on the 2-pack. So yeah, I'll be doing a video on the 4-pack. Yeah, looking forward to that. Opening that up, and other than that, yeah, back on Monday for Collector's Figure.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thanks again. And again, friend of the channel. So catch Beam's link to his YouTube channel in the Friends of the Channel section there as well. So thanks again, Beam. Appreciate coming through. And you can find me on Collector's Figure when I can make it. I join those guys. So yeah, be sure to check out Beam's channel. He's a lot of stuff going on there. So good stuff. And last and of course not least, Figure in a Bubble. Michael Elliott. Let the folks know what you got going on.
Yeah, Figure in a Bubble on YouTube. Please subscribe. On Instagram, ElliottMedia_arts. There will be another Moose and Me episode in May.
I love that show, man.
Yeah.
Gotta hear that one. I love it. I love that
something,
show.
man. I look at my list of what we're going to talk. I didn't even scratch the surface of what we're going to talk. But there was a lot of stuff that happened last week. And then I got a new segment that'll be starting. Hopefully we'll have it starting in April. It's going to be called the Collector Connector. It's not so much an interview show, but it'll be a show highlighting a collector. We're going to talk about, his or her history of collecting. It's not going to be so much, where you were born and all of that stuff, unless, your story connects with family or a loved one or an ex-wife or a current girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
Mostly I'm just going to want to talk to you about you as a collector, what you like about collecting and things like that. And we're working on it. My first victim will be Xman.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, so
exclusive.
Yeah. I screwed up because we were supposed to meet yesterday to do the first. Yeah. So, to let you know, so Moose and Me will always be a live stream. Sometimes I'm going to come on and do solo live streams, but the Collector Connector is going to be pre-taped. So, yeah, because I want to be able to do certain edits if I need to be able to do it, and I think that I would be more focused on the collector if there wasn't other distractions. So I would rather have that particular conversation be just pre-done. So yeah. So look for that. Like I said, I have to talk with Xman over here, and hopefully we'll be able to work something out. We got a month here. Maybe we'll be able to work something out, and maybe I'll get something off this month. If not, maybe we can take this month and I'll get it out by next month. But yeah, so look for that to come as well. And once again, thank you so much for your support, Feezy. Thanks again, always, for your invite. And yeah, maybe I may come off a little, have a little bit of piss and vinegar, but what can I tell you?
Yeah, I know that's you, Michael. It's all I know it's you. It's all love. I appreciate you, man. I do appreciate the support, but yeah, anytime you're
I have way too much fun.
Yeah, exactly. It's all good fun, man. It's all good fun. So yeah, much love. Thanks again for the shout out, man. And yeah, again, another friend of the channel, Figure in a Bubble. So check out my friends of the section, and you'll find his YouTube channel there as well. And be on the lookout for his stuff coming up. Yeah, that Moose and Me. It's a good time, and it's fun. Good stream. You guys, I'm sure most of you know Moose, 12-inch Moose stream. So yeah, it's always a good time. Last minute here is jumping in. John Twill in the house. Hey, good to see everyone. What is up, John? Thank you for coming through. Better late than never. We're about to wrap up here, but appreciate you just stopping by to say hi. And then, so as for me, yeah, like B mentioned, appreciate that. B, I always appreciate the support, man. You're always supporting the channel, so much appreciated for that. Like he mentioned, if you enjoyed the stream, if you thought it was informative, you just had fun, entertaining, whatever, don't forget to hit that like button. That'd be much appreciated. And as far as the next stream, just obviously, if you're not already subscribed to get those notifications, if you haven't yet, or you need reminders, I also post to my socials of when my next stream is, so keep it locked on there. Instagram and Facebook, I'll post up when I do my next stream. I know it's not always the same day and time, so just keep it locked there. But I appreciate the support in any way you provide, whether it be through views, subs, likes, whatever. It's all good, man. It's appreciate it all. So thank you in advance. I will be on with Xman this Friday on GeoStream, like I mentioned, the movie canon this Friday, special edition of Figure Talk. So check me out there. He's gonna have another huge epic panel himself. A lot of guests on that one. So catch me on that. I'll be on another stream in the future, but that's in the works, so I won't spoil anything yet. But yeah, we're looking to schedule something on another channel. So keep a lookout for that.
I will be coming for you.
Oh damn! Here he goes. Oh man,
definitely coming.
Put me on the spot. Yeah.
For you, pal.
Michael's 20. He's putting me through the torture now. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I got other plans for you.
Yeah. Oh,
next time we do a 20 together, though, Feezy, we should make you do it. Swap again.
Oh, another special edition? Yeah, man, I'm always down. That was fun, for sure. Yeah, so there's that, and then of course Figure Lowdown. Whenever I'm able to do those, be on the lookout for those. And just I'm not sure if I'll do one this week because there's already been a lot of streams I've been on. But yeah, either way, just keep it locked. You guys know where I'll be, so I appreciate you all. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks all. Until then, later.